This is the Locker Room Show, presented by Hometown Hangout. The Locker Room Show is brought to you in part by Future Designs, Building Materials, Duda Hudson State Farm, Owensboro Health Twin, Lakes Medical Center, Midway Pharmacy, Scotty's Contracting, and Stone. Hometown Hangout, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, State Farm Agent, Carter, Harrell, Your Global Getaway, and by Grayson County Schools. And now, Hometown Hangout presents the Locker Room Show on K105.
Entering the day, 8 teams remain. 4 will move on to Saturday. And for the Grayson County Cougars, history is within reach. 1 win from a place they've never been before. But standing in the way is the defending state champion, Great Crossing, a program that knows what it takes to win on this floor. Now, under the lights of Rupp Arena, the margin is thinner, the pressure is heavier, and every possession carries a season with it. For the Cougars, this is more than a game. It's a chance to do what no team in program history has ever done. The road runs through the defending champions, and it all starts right now. And a good afternoon and welcome inside Rupp Arena one more time. Well, hopefully many more times here over these next couple of days for Grayson County basketball on K105. I'm Sam Gormley, he's Stephen Smith, and Stephen, Cougars had a big win on Wednesday. Now they get the opportunity to do something that no team has ever done in Grayson County basketball history. Let's make it to Saturday.
Yeah, any time you can make a state tournament is a really special team, but I think we began to see this team take its shape maybe as early as last year. And this year they kind of put the things together when they needed to, survive through a couple of rough patches, and have got themselves into a place today where they can make history.
History is potentially in the making here today, and also Cougars would have a chance to win their 27th game of the season, which would be a new program record. Coming up on our Hometown Hangout Locker Room Show, we'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach Travis Johnston, and bring you Stevens' strategies. As this is Grayson County Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say bugging? Huh? And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. Huh? And they're like there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Duda Hudson State Farm in Litchfield, 270-287-0287.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena, where Grayson County is about to take on Great Crossing, the defending state champions here, as we're just about 18 minutes away from tip-off. Cougars taking on this Great Crossing team 24-11, and Stephen, it's weird to say, hey, these are the defending state champions, and in a way, they're kind of a Cinderella. Nobody picked them to win the 11th region, and it was probably the closest matchup of, as far as on paper, was their game against against Danville Christian on Wednesday, and Great Crossing won that game 57-47. Biggest thing here, Stephen, is that they are the defending state champions, but they are a completely different team from last year. Malachi Moreno isn't walking through that door. For one, that's because I know he's in St. Louis right now.
Right. Well, you think about these kids that regardless of what they lost, these guys have 4 more games experience on this floor than what we have. And when you get into a tournament like this, Sam, things like that can really be a difference maker. And hopefully our guys will come out today and do a little bit better getting started, got rid of some of those nerves on Wednesday, and get off to a better first quarter.
The player you're going to need to know, we're going to be saying it a lot, Brady Orem, number 34 today, wearing, well, it looks like maybe they're going to be wearing Navy jerseys today, is Great Crossing. 22 points per game and 10 rebounds. Biggest thing with him, Stephen, that you have to think about is that he was a big man for Great Crossing. And who did he go up against in practice all last year?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, Sam, as he's went up against some great talent, no doubt, during the games. But going up against a player like Malachi Moreno every day in practice made him a whole lot better, and he's been able to show that this year.
And he is paying that back right now. Grayson County, they are taking on Great Crossing. They have a chance to do a couple of things that they've never done before. We'll take a break. Introduce you to them after this. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Remember when your friend used to say, "Let's just wing it." Then you tried planning a trip alone, and when you got lost, your friend said,
"Told you we should have called an expert."
So you decided to try again, but with a pro. Now your friend is off on an unplanned adventure. Don't wing your dream vacation. Contact the certified experts at Your Global Getaway.
Visit yourglobalgetaway.com.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you.
K105.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County and Great Crossing here in the state quarterfinals. Cougars trying to do something they've never done before, and that's win a game in this round. They've only been here once. It was back in 2009 when Travis Johnston was on the team, and they lost a thriller to West Jessamine by the final score of 72-67. West Jessamine's best player that night was Jared Polson, who went on to play at the University of Kentucky. And ironically enough, Cougars get a chance to take down the 11th region again here today against a really good Great Crossing team.
After beating the 5th.
Correct.
Yep.
Also, though, the Cougars get the chance to win their 27th game in program history, which would be a new program record, passing last year's team, and also in 2009 they did that as well. Stephen, that game, I think the best part about the game on Wednesday is that the Cougars really showed how much they can spread out the scoring.
Really did a good job on spreading out the scoring, but also I think we made it a point to make sure that we took care of double teaming close down on the inside. I actually saw him upstairs a few minutes ago before the game started and was able to greet him and tell him, appreciated watching him. And, he said good luck to Grayson County today. Seemed to be a phenomenal young man and a pretty good basketball player, and that being his second sport. But, yeah, I think we were able to do a pretty good job on them, and hopefully we'll be able to do the same, because that could help us today looking at a kid like Orem for Great Crossing.
The winner of today's game will play again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time against St. X, who is probably the favorite of the tournament. They look pretty good. North Laurel gave them everything that they wanted in that one. Travis Johnston, he's the head coach. We'll take a break, talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say buggin'? Ah! And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because I just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. And they're like there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Duda Hudson State Farm in Litchfield, 270-287-0287.
Living on the lake is a luxury. Lake homeowners have been supplementing their properties with the best quality rock, stone, and asphalt products from Scotty's Contracting and Stone for years. Scotty's Quarry has been serving our lake customers with cleaner, underground mined, pure limestone for driveways, landscaping, and construction projects. Our crushed stone products can also be used to assist in erosion control near waterways. If you live on the lake, contact Scotty's Contracting and Stone for an estimate on high-quality products and service at 270-259-5696.
Remember when your friend used to say,
"Let's just wing it."
Then you tried planning a trip alone, and when you got lost, your friend said,
"Told you we should have called an expert."
So you decided to try again, but with a pro. Now your friend is off on an unplanned adventure. Don't wing your dream vacation. Contact the certified experts at your global getaway.
Visit yourglobalgetaway.com.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined now by Coach Travis Johnston from the Grayson County Cougars. Coach, how do you handle the last 36 hours?
It was good. We got off their feet. We got them off their feet quite a bit yesterday and rest, and while the coaches were scouting and doing all that stuff. So it's been good, and I think it was a much needed rest with all the stuff that we've been doing for the last week. So I think it helped them, and I think we're ready to go.
What's the mindset of the team right now?
It's hard to tell with this group, but they seem a lot more relaxed today than the first game. I'm hoping that kind of got the jitters out of the way, and now they're like, all right, we can do this. We're going to go play. So hopefully that's their mindset going forward.
Great Crossing, a really good team. And I know that it's weird that I think their coach said earlier this week that it's weird that they are the Cinderella, being the defending state champions. When you pop on the film, what do you see?
I don't know. I don't know if you can be a Cinderella. They may have been in the region, but once you make it out of the 11th, you obviously are really good. So they're a big kid. He's young, but he's big and strong and physical and rebounds like a maniac. And they got some good guards that can shoot it. And it's just guys that didn't play last year on their team, but they waited and they practiced against all those guys and were able to go against them for a full year. So they're really good.
Orem obviously went up and practiced against a guy who's playing right now as we're talking in the NCAA tournament. What makes him so good?
He's very big and wide, and of course 6'7", 6'8", whatever he is, and he follows his own shot really well. He creates space with his body, and then once he does that, he's got a little jump hook fadeaway that is very, very hard to contest once you create that space. So he's a handful, and he's probably kind of like Close. He's probably going to get his. We need to make sure that he's not having a career night, but he's probably going to get his with our size versus him. So we got to make sure the other guys aren't going off.
They're not a great three-point shooting team. They only average about 5.8 per game. Can you use that?
Yeah, a little bit, and I think we will. Obviously, number 13 can knock it down from anywhere, so we got to stay at home with him. But I think we can use that to help with Brody and Jack in the post and give them just a little bit more help. But also at the same time, they cut really well. They won the 11th and they only make 5-6 threes a game, so that tells you that they're doing something right, and they move off the ball really well. So we'll have to be on our toes.
They have you beat when it comes to experience in games like that. Obviously, they've won 5 straight in this tournament dating back to last year. Does that matter?
No, I don't think so. Completely different team, and I know that several of them were here, but it's a different team, and I do think that our guys were a little shell-shocked the first half, but the way we played the second half was really good, so I'm hoping they got those out of the way.
I know you all
have an opportunity here to do a couple of things that you've never done. Program record of wins. You'd get your 27th win, but I think the one thing that you want more than anything is to play on Saturday. Here's something that no team has ever done in Grayson County basketball. How do you do it?
We got to contain him inside Orem. He's really good, and we have to play our game. You know, I think we can play transition, we can play fast, and I do, knock on wood, but I think we're doing a good shooting night. So I think that if we come out ready and focused and confident, then we have a good chance to pick up a win.
Coach, good luck. More comes up on the Hometown Hangout Locker Room show after this. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Midway Pharmacy might not have the best selection of fashion accessories, and that's because they're much more interested in your health and less interested in whether or not you're stylish. At Midway Pharmacy, you're getting more than a pharmacy. You're getting a pharmacist who's committed to working with you on all things health-related. Rely upon the full team of pharmacists at Midway Pharmacy. Experience what matters the most when you visit any county-wide location of Midway Pharmacy.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. And Stephen, time now for your strategies.
Well, I think it's what we've already talked about. You come out to a better start. Really not a bad first half, but just not the type of scoring that we're like to see out of this team. And then the other thing is I think you have to take care of the ball. The farther you advance in this tournament, the more pressure that's going to be on you. So taking good care of the ball is going to be first. And then really something that we've probably talked about over the last month and a half is making sure we stay out of foul trouble. Had a little bit of issue with that on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll be able to get over that today.
Grayson County and Great Crossing in the quarterfinals is next. It's been the Hometown Hangout Locker Room show on K105, presented by Litchfield Tourism.
This is the Locker Room Show, presented by Hometown Hangout. The Locker Room Show is brought to you in part by Future Designs, Building Materials, Duda Hudson State Farm, Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center, Midway Pharmacy, Scotty's Contracting, and Stone. Hometown Hangout, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, State Farm Agent Carter Harrell, your global getaway, and by Grayson County Schools. And now, Hometown Hangout presents the Locker Room Show on K105.
From preschool to prepared, from ready to grow to ready to do, where new becomes normal and me becomes we, as each adventure builds resilience and flexibility, and teamwork, communication, problem solving, and responsibility give way to achievement in the classroom, on the field, and in the spotlight. Achievements measured in inches lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential meets purpose. Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest Maidonk in Litchfield.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
This is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105. Tonight's Cougar contest is sponsored by Future Designs Building Materials, Duda Hudson State Farm, Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center, Midway Pharmacy, Scotty's Contracting, and Stone. Hometown Hangout, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, State Farm agent Carter Harrell, your global getaway, and by Grayson County Schools. Now, let's get you courtside for Cougar basketball.
Welcome to Rupp Arena, where Grayson County is about to take on the defending state champion Great Crossing Warhawks in the state quarterfinals. Nothing like maybe you're sitting at work right now joining us. Wish you could be here with us. There's a whole lot of orange, but I'm sure what you're wondering is, hey, what are the starting lineups? So without further ado, we'll bring you the lineups for both of these teams. First, for the visiting squad, the Great Crossing Warhawks, who went through the record of 24-11. Javante Cooper is a 6'2" senior. He averages 14 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. Graham Swartz is a junior point guard, number 4, 11.4 points and 4.1 rebounds per contest. Ozzie Ismail is a sophomore point guard, number 5, 7.1 points, 3 rebounds. And Vince Dawson, and the head coach is Steve. County Cougars, who went to the record of 26-6. Brody, senior guard, 15.3 points and 5 rebounds per game. Jagger Martis, the senior guard, 14.5 points, 2.8 rebounds per contest. Spencer Langdon, the junior, 12.4 points, 6.1 rebounds a game. Caden Gaither, the junior, 9.6 points and 2.4 rebounds per game. And Jack Longston, the junior, 20.1 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. Once more, that lineup for Grayson County: Armstrong, Martis, Langdon, Gaither, Longston. The assistant coaches are Brian Hill, Brett Johnson, Daryl Meredith, Ethan Meredith, and Mason Galloway, and the head coach is Travis Johnston. The Cougs and the Warhawks next. This is Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say bugging? Ah! And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. Ah! And they're there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Paul Duda Hudson State Farm in Litchfield, 270-287-0287.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County, because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena. I'm Sam Gormley. He's Steven Smith. Cougars trying to do something they've never done before. That's win 27 games, but Steven, more importantly, they're trying to advance to Saturday, where they face St. X.
Well, a school with rich tradition in basketball. And Sam, you could say this is the biggest game other than maybe that 09 second game. If you win this one, then you look at in the morning would definitely be the biggest game in program history.
It makes it to be a lot of fun, and the mindset of the Cougars right now is why not? Why not us? And also, they're kind of saying, Stephen, we drove all the way up here, so why the heck not us, win a couple of games? They've already gotten one out of the way. Again, the lineups for Great Crossing. It'll be Cooper, Swartz, Ismail, DeLimpo, and Orem. For Grayson County, Armstrong, Martis, Langdon, Gaither, and Logston. Your officials for today's game, Maya Smith, Ryan Kraft, and Donald Gilmore. Big Grayson County contingency over to our left, which means there's only one more thing for us to do, Stephen. Howdy, howdy.
Let's get rowdy.
The state quarterfinals. Grayson County taking on the defending state champions. The opening tip, Maya Smith, the official to throw the ball in the air. Orem against Logston, and it is controlled by Grayson County as Gaither knocked the ball into the hands of Armstrong, and the Cougars, wearing the home whites, will control it from left to right on the radio dial. Cougars got here with a win against Taylor County on Wednesday, only their second ever win on this floor in program history. Langdon feeds it on the inside to Logston. Logston had a quiet offensive night until the fourth quarter where he had a lot of free throws in that game, and he goes up in the lane, extends, can't get the shot to drop in, and rebound knocked out of bounds by Logston. It'll be Great Crossing basketball.
Pretty good job by Jack and Spencer both going to the offensive glass right there. I think Jack probably tipped it last to get it out of the way, out of bounds, coming this way for Great Crossing in their first possession. Great Crossing 24-11. They're the 11th region champions. Kind of a Cinderella run for them. Not necessarily expected because that's a loaded region. They give it into Orem. Quickly the double team comes to Orem on the block, and they have to give it back outside to Swartz. Swartz in the lane, tried to dump it off, but it's kicked out of bounds by Armstrong. He goes diving headfirst into the cameras to try and save it, but couldn't quite get there in time. Great Crossing, though, they won against Danville Christian 57-47. On Wednesday evening. They have won 9 straight games. Again, Brody giving up quite a bit of size on the inside, but Jack's quick to come and double team.
Up top three, top side by Great Crossing. It's missed, not in by DeLimpo, and Jack Logston has another rebound for Grayson County. Logston right up the middle, angles back towards, blows down the lane, and a foul is going to be called as he's taken down as a nice move by Logston to get downhill on the drive. Foul whistled on Trevante Cooper, his first and the team's first, and it's going to remain on the floor.
Jack made a really good move right there, and as he was going by, I think Cooper maybe tripped him up a little bit.
Logston bounce pass, wide open Logston, and he is blocked by Orem. A lot of body, but clean up top, says the official Maya Smith underneath. They're going to let him play here, Stephen, as it was a clean up top, but looked like Orem might have gotten Langdon with a body a little bit on the inside. Orem misses the shot on the interior, gets the rebound, and now it's going to be a jump ball as Logston had it ripped away, but the official comes in and says, hey, it was a tie-up. Ball stays with Great Crossing. No score early on, 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in this first quarter.
Coach Johnston really wanting to walk right there, and I'm not so sure he wasn't right, Sam.
Into Swartz, bounce pass to Orem. Orem down the right side, spins towards his left hand, and he's stripped, and a foul is going to be called on the far side. Whistled, and they're going to give that a shooting foul on Brody Armstrong. Wow, Stephen, that's tough.
Yeah, I'm okay with letting it play on the other end with Orem, but then you pick up one of a similar play on this end. Don't like to see that early here, Sam.
Orem 70% as Armstrong picks up his first foul. Orem makes the first free throw to get our first points of the game. Orem, first team all 11th region as voted on by the coaches. Only a sophomore. And both the free throws are put in for Brady Orem. Great Crossing leads this game 2-0 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Langdon up the far side of the floor. He slows and blows right by the defender. Gets down to the left block, does Langdon. Now backs it off into the far corner. Up top to Armstrong. Armstrong angles back towards the near side. He'll lower his shoulder, goes up, and he's stripped and taken away. But then on the floor, Langdon's got it. He'll pull up in the lane. Basket in and out. Rebounded on the interior by Swartz for Great Crossing. Gives it off to Cooper. Back now to Swartz. Top side. Swartz drives in on Logston. Bounce pass cutting down the lane. Cooper can't get the shot to drop in. Rebound on the floor. Logston runs it down to the corner.
Yeah, I think Spencer maybe got a hand on that one from the backside as the shot was going up. Good defense by the Cougars.
Up top, Armstrong. Thought about the right wing three. He was a little bit too deep, though. Gives it back to Logston. He'll take a deep three nearly from the logo. No good. Rebound on the floor by Ismail for Great Crossing. 2-0, the Warhawks lead. They throw it away on the other side. It's Great Crossing not on the same page as Ismail was trying to give it to Swartz. 2-0, Great Crossing leads this game with 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cougars a cold offensive start. and they've had some good looks.
They have got the ball in Jagger Martis's hands right now. I think he wants just everybody to calm down, get in their offense, see what you can get available.
Up top to Armstrong, has Langdon in the post, gives it off left side now to Gaither. Gaither had a big game on Wednesday, especially in that third quarter. Logston in the corner. He spins towards the baseline, goes up, absorbs some contact off the glass, and it goes in for Jack Logston. First points of the game for Grayson County, and we're knotted up at 2 here with 5:10 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, Jack Logston asserted himself really well.
Orem run backward in the corner, and a jump ball is going to be the call. Could have been a walk, jump ball regardless. Possession arrow heads towards Grayson County.
Yeah, they're paying a lot of attention, and rightfully so, on Orem whenever he catches it down in the post. That time you saw the defender coming around from the bottom side. It had been coming from the top, but however you do it, it's fine as long as they both get there.
You heard Travis Johnston talk about in the open. He wanted to make sure that, they're okay with leaving some of their shooters open. They just don't want Orem to be the guy to beat them. Langdon on the right wing. Really tight defense by Great Crossing. Blowing right by is Langdon. Little fakes the pass and goes in with a flip down the left side. He faked the pass to the corner, and Great Crossing bid on it.
Sometimes a ball fake is just something that's so vital, and you don't see a whole lot of it.
On the other side, corner three by Swartz. It's good. He only shoots at 27% from three. Great Crossing, that's not what they're known for. Only less than 34% from three-point range. They make less than 6 per game as Gaither drives downhill, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Great Crossing. It'll be Grayson County ball underneath of their own basket. They trail Great Crossing 5-4 with 4:27 remaining in the first quarter. Back into Langdon, gets around the defense, and then a reach-in foul called from behind on Ismail. His first, team's second, and again remains on the floor. Substitution coming in, Jordan Kuntz. Great Crossing, like Grayson County, in their win on Wednesday, only played 6 players, and Kuntz was the lone man off the bench.
Spencer is a tough matchup because he can take you on the dribble, but also posts up really well for his size. Something to maybe pay attention to in this one, Sam.
Logston in between the circles for Grayson, gives it to Langdon. Langdon bumped a couple of times at the free throw line. He spins, picks his dribble up, looking for help, and throws it away. No one was there to come for help. And it is a turnover headed back the other way. 4:11 remaining in the first quarter. It's 5-0 leads Grayson County. Up top it's Kuntz. Left side. Into the corner now to Swartz. Swartz curls it around on the defense. Nice little flip. Too strong, though. Rebound Logston. And it's another jump ball. And the arrow's going to stay with Great Crossing. 3 jump balls in the first quarter. I don't know that we had 3 the entire game on Wednesday.
No, Jack Logston continues to do a great job. I think ended up with 10 or 11 rebounds on Wednesday. Still going to the glass extremely hard.
Orem in the corner. Up top to Ismail. Into the corner. That's DeLimpo. He'll pull in. Jumper from 10. Can't get it to drop in. Martis with a rebound as Brody Armstrong loses his headband and flings it towards the bench. Martis, step back left wing 3. It's short. Long rebound chased down by DeLimpo. Outlet pass over to the far side of the floor. Driving in is Cooper. He backs it off into the corner now. Up top goes Swartz. Bounce pass to Kuntz. Into Orem. Pushes off on Armstrong. Jumper missed. Armstrong with a rebound for Grayson County. Cougars off and running really for the first time today. Armstrong coast to coast. Goes up and he's fouled. Steve Page, the head coach for Great Crossing. He's their only head coach in program history. Very frustrated with the transition defenses. DeLimpo picks up his first foul. They're going to send Brody Armstrong to the stripe.
You don't see defense break down like that much, but Brody did a great job once he got the rebound, like we've seen him do 100 times this year, and take off with it, and nobody stepped over. So when you're the offensive player, just keep going, and he did just that. Armstrong
80% from the stripe this season, and he makes the first. He has been money from the free throw line as of late, as he makes the first free throw to tie us up at 5. It's weird seeing Brody without the headband.
Yeah, you think of a player like Brody, and he realizes the next loss will be his last one. He's going to be playing hard like he does every single game, but just really impressed with the career Brody's been able to have.
He doesn't have to have a loss, though, Steve.
Well, that's true. You're
Makes
exactly
both of
right.
6'5", Grayson County on top. Swartz up top. Swartz drives in on Langdon, picks the dribble up, gives it to a cutting player. DeLimpo, who lays it in at the rim. Grayson fell asleep on defense and allowed the cut. Travis Johnston talked to me and in our open, he said they might not be a great shooting team, but they are elite cutting. Armstrong, right side three, back iron, it dies. Rebounded by Swartz for Great Crossing. They lead by 2 now with 2:45 remaining in the first quarter. Next whistle will be immediate timeout. Feeding into the post, not a good pass by, that was by Kuntz into the corner, and it'll be a timeout. Grayson County trails Great Crossing 7-6 with 2:41 remaining in the first quarter. As this is Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Remember when your friend used to say, "Let's just wing it." Then you tried planning a trip alone, and when you got lost, your friend said,
"Told you we should have called an expert."
So you decided to try again, but with a pro. Now your friend is off on an unplanned adventure. Don't wing your dream vacation. Contact the certified experts at Your Global Getaway.
Visit yourglobalgetaway.com.
Grayson County trails Great Crossing 7-6 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Stephen, your thoughts?
Well, you've seen good intensity from both sides so far. Obviously, both teams are going to be playing really hard, Sam, in a setting like this. But you really like to see the Cougars coming out, working hard on the boards, taking it to them on offense, have been able to pick up a foul or two. And I like what I'm seeing so far, even though we've only been able to get 6 points here in the first 4+ minutes.
7-6, Grayson County trails Great Crossing. Cougars right now shooting 2 of 9 from the field. The positive is that on the other side, Great Crossing is 2 of 8. So it's really, I mean, you're seeing two teams kind of struggle to put the ball into the hole. Right now, Grayson County, though, getting out-rebounded 8-5. Similar to the game on Wednesday.
Just a lot of emphasis you can see from Great Crossing trying to get the ball down low to Orem. That last one there that we saw that Kuntz got down a little bit too flat in the corner and still tried to loop it in, went out of bounds, but you can tell that he's the one that stirs the drink.
And I think Grayson has done a pretty good job on Orem so far. He's 0 of 2 from the field, and the only time he scored was those 2 free throws on what was a tough call.
Yeah, forgive me, Sam. I don't even know what their mascot is.
The Warhawks.
The Warhawks.
Appreciate you listening.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I've already had trouble because I usually keep a running score whenever there's a timeout, and I couldn't put GC versus GC this time, so we just had to write Grayson and Great.
Maybe Crossing. I don't know that we really want to put Great
Yeah,
on
true.
there, you know. Right elbow, Armstrong, hand off to Martis, thought about the three. He's bumped backwards to a 3, top side. Might have been fouled after it. Doesn't get the shot to drop in as Orem gets the rebound. 7-6, Great Crossing leads Grace. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Right side Cooper gives it off right wing now to Swartz, and a foul away from the ball. Illegal screen called on Great Crossing. They'll give this one to, was it on Kuntz or was it on DeLimpo? It is on Kuntz.
Yeah.
That is his first.
It looked like there was a cross screen coming across the lane to get Orem open on the other side, but Kuntz got a little bit too much of Brody Armstrong as he was coming by.
Langdon in between the circles for the Cougars. Hard screen from Armstrong, and Langdon is bumped backwards by Orem. Up top in between the circles to Langdon, or to Logston. He'll pull up a 3, left side, way too strong. Cougars continue to really struggle from the field. 2 of 11 in this first quarter. Into Orem, picked up by Logston. A double team comes. Armstrong comes over to help. Over top of Logston. Shots missed and rebounded by Logston for Grayson County. Logston, really tight defense by Kuntz as it comes up to Langdon. Cougars trail 7-6. Langdon, he'll drive in, spins towards his right hand, and it does a bounce pass, rolling it out to the right wing to Armstrong. Armstrong picks his dribble up, spins all the way around and gives it to Langdon. Langdon curls around the defense, gets to the hole and flips it in to give the Cougs the lead back.
Just one of those times, Sam, where the defense was kind of pushed up the lane right there. Once Spencer got by his guy, he was able to lay it in. Good job, good penetration.
Cougs lead by 1 now. DeLimpo drives in the lane, gives it back up top now to Cooper. Cooper, the point guard, he was honorable mention all region, has a couple of D3 offers. Inside pass. Orem double teamed, and it dies on the back of the rim before dropping through the hole. Orem, very good footwork on the inside.
Yeah, he really is. Got a good sized body. And
Armstrong,
strong.
the Red Sea, parts down the right side, and he throws a pass off into the corner to Gaither. Does a good job to go and grab it. Gaither bodies up, Back now to Martis. Martis drives in. He'll get to the hole off the left side. It rolls in. Martis' first points of the contest. Grayson back on top now, 10-9 with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. I think you've seen both teams now settle in.
Yeah, Cougars doing a really good job the last few possessions of penetrating, getting to the basket, been rewarded with a couple lay-ins there.
Ismail gives it left side to Kuntz. Kuntz doesn't play a ton of minutes, but he's played a lot in this first quarter so far. The other nights, they only played about 10 minutes. 10 seconds remain in the first quarter. Grayson leads by 1. Presumably, you're going to see them hold for the final shot. Swartz on the right side, gives it over to the far side to Kuntz. Tries to get it back up top now to Orem. Lowers the shoulder with 1 second. Orem at the buzzer. It's good down the left side. Brady Orem puts it in to give Great Crossing the 1-point advantage at the end of the first quarter of play as they lead 11-10. This is Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true. We've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say bugging? Ah! And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. Ah! And they're like there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Duda Hudson State Farm in Litchfield, 270-287-0287. Great Crossing leads Grayson County 11-10 as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Cougars in that first quarter, 4 of 13 from the field, including 0 of 4 from deep.
Yeah, just, again, you're unfamiliar with the place, and it's not odd that you would have a team that may get a little bit different looks here, seeing a different background. But the Cougars, of course, did come back and have a pretty good second half yesterday. Hopefully they'll be able to extend that into the first half today.
Steven, have you ever been curious why it's Great Crossing?
I knew there was a middle school there before, I think. I was talking to one of the ladies that I work with, and give a shout-out to the girls on the square at the bank today. I know they're listening, but she's from Georgetown, but don't know why it was called Great Crossing.
Do you want to?
Sure.
Good, because I was going to tell you anyways, even if you didn't want to know. So Great Crossing is an actual, I think it's an unincorporated area of Scott County, and it was known as Great Crossing because it was a major buffalo crossing.
Ah, well.
So it was like a great buffalo crossing,
How about
and
that?
It just stuck.
Those are the things people tune into, Sam, to hear those tidbits of information
You didn't
from
think you were going to hear about buffaloes today on today's broadcast now, did you?
Chase Bonnock checked in to give Caden Gaither a quick break. Here's the Cougars start the second quarter.
Underway here in the second quarter of play. Grayson County trails by 1 point against Great Crossing in the state quarterfinals. On the backdoor cut, Martis cuts down the lane on the right side that somehow does not drop. Rims being incredibly unfriendly to the orange and blue to open up this game. I don't know how that one didn't drop because it was a great play.
Don't know if he got in between, maybe thinking about dunking it or laying it in.
Orem, he'll drive in on the other side. Back out now to Swartz. Swartz pulls up from 10 on the near side, and it's good for Graham Swartz. He's got 5 early points. Smooth jumper for the point guard.
Yeah, other than Swartz, I don't know that anybody else is taking any shots outside of Orem.
Langdon off to Martis, deep left side 3. That
There we
time
go.
the rim is friendly for the senior. Knocking in is Jagger Martis to tie us up at 13 with 7:10 remaining in the first half.
You let Jagger Martis step into one like that, Sam. I like the chances.
Orem, little head fake, gives it back to Swartz. Swartz spins all the way around with a handoff pass to Orem on the right wing. Orem in on Logston. Now the double team comes, and a foul is going to be called, and if that's a foul on Armstrong, I think they're going to give it, though, to Logston. Armstrong had a steal, but I think they're saying that the steal happened because Jack Logston had a little bit too much of the body. Gaither comes in. Martis will take a breather.
Didn't have the best view right there, Sam, but it did look like Brody came through clean. Obviously he did, but Jack picked up the foul there.
I
That's
don't
a tough
know that
break.
he was going to be able to get the ball before it went out of bounds,
Right.
though. But still, that's the first foul on Jack Logston in the lane,
job.
and it's a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Cooper was in the lane. Really, really good defense by Caden Gaither. And Cooper kind of jumped into him looking for a foul. And sometimes, Stephen, you will see an official call that as an offensive foul.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was quite egregious enough, but it wouldn't have been an insane call to make.
Offense definitely initiated the contact right there. Caden did a phenomenal job of staying down.
They give it into Orem. Ball knock goes in there to fight Orem. It gets the steal. Knocks it into the hands of Armstrong. Armstrong on the left wing, driving downhill, gets the hole, flip shot, no good for Brody Armstrong. And now Bonnock is going to have a jump ball on the rebound. How about Chase Bonnock coming off the bench? The Cougs will keep the ball with 6:42 remaining in the first half.
Coach Page didn't like it. He was wanting to foul down on the other end right there, but definitely good job by Chase Bonnock getting in there and getting the tie up.
Kid just knows nothing but playing hard. Gaither 3 off the inbound. A little bit too short on it. Finds the hands of Orem for Great Crossing. Tied at 13 with 6:30 remaining in the first half. Bonnock, really tight defense. Orem on the right wing, drives in on Armstrong. Double team comes. Bonnock comes in. Made a little bit too much contact before getting the ball, though. And for Bonnock, that's going to be his first and the team's second. And Steven, I'm okay with that foul.
Yeah, and really keeping Orem outside and making him penetrate. There at the end of the first quarter, he was able to get all the way to the basket, but the defense right now is kind of collapsing down on him, and I think doing a pretty good job whenever he tries to penetrate.
Martis in, Armstrong out for Grayson County. Orem can shoot threes. He's attempted a little less than 50 this year. Makes about 35% of them as Orem's shot in the lane is good over top of Logston. But when you can do that, why shoot threes?
Yeah, exactly right. He knows his bread and butter is going to be down low.
Gaither in between the circles. Bumped as he crosses the line. Now drives in. Jump pass. Martis on the left wing. Martis drives. He'll pull up from 18 on the left side. Can't get the roll. Rebounded by Great Crossing. And the Warhawks are off and running up the far side of the floor, angling it back towards the near side. Bonnock picks up the defense. Trailing 3 by Cooper. Not there as rebounded by Martis, and he is fouled by the Warhawks.
One thing that's good to see, Sam, is we're taking the right shots. Nothing has really been rushed. Especially the ones out on the perimeter where we're able to step into it, just not able to get them to fall yet, but I do think those are going to start coming.
Ozzie Ismail picked up his second foul, though, team's first. Story to watch as this game goes along. Great Crossing leads by 2, 15-13, 5:38 remaining in the first half. Handoff pass to Logston on the left wing. They'll back it off. Great Crossing sticking with man-to-man defense. Switch off comes. Logston gives it to Gaither on the right wing. Gaither, he attempts his drive now. It was really good defense on the shutoff. DeLimpo didn't let it come in. In the corner, Martis, little jab step. Now he goes over to his left hand, tries to curl around, tried to fire a pass down to Langdon. Langdon was there, but Martis put a little bit of English on that one.
Yeah, I think Spencer at the last second pulled his hand back because it looked like one of the Great Crossing players may have tipped it, but we had a really good angle on that one, and it went straight through. Good idea, just a tough break for the Cougars.
15-13. Great Crossing leads by 2 points here. Cougars shooting just 28% from the field, 1 of 6 from deep. Cooper up top, drives in on Martis, picks up the dribble and gives it back up top now to the right side to Ismail.
Oh, that's a hook.
Ismail is going to be caught as a foul on the far side. And Stephen, you wanted an offensive foul, and instead it's going to be a call on Bonnock.
Yeah,
that'll be his second.
That was clearly a hook. I don't know if maybe the other referee on this side just didn't see it or not. But yeah, that's another tough break because there's no question he hooked Chase as he was trying to get around him.
Travis Johnston having a conversation now with the official Maya Smith, explaining his perspective on the call. Great Crossing's got to get it in. It's a steal by Gaither. Gaither down the left side, lays it in at the rim. Tie game, the ball will find you. Caden Gaither with another pick and a dump.
Just extreme intensity by Caden on the defensive end.
Up top, they leave Swartz alone from 3, and you can't do that. Swartz knocks in his second 3 of the game. He only shoots at about 27% from 3. But tonight now, he's 2 of 2. Gaither in between the circles. Right side pass taken away by Orem. Down the left side, Orem at the hole, lays it in. Right on cue, Great Crossing has the largest lead either team has now had at 20-15 with 4:10 remaining in the first half. Armstrong up top. The double team comes, and a timeout is going to be taken by Travis Johnston. It'll just be a 30-second timeout with 4:09 remaining here in this first half of play. And I'm sure this is just a, hey, let's calm down.
Couple tough exchanges there with Swartz stepping out, knocking down his second three. And then Orem did a good job, just like Caden Gaither did, to shoot the gap and get a steal. I agree with you. I like the timeout by Coach Johnson. Calm the guys down, draw something up, and get a good set.
It was just a 30-second timeout by Johnston as the Cougars trying to do something tonight that they've never done. And that's two things. Win on Friday here at the Sweet 16, but also pick up their 27th win in program history. 20-15, 4:09 remaining in this first half of play. Sam and Steven with you here from Rupp Arena.
Here the Grayson County hopefuls down on the end zone doing the howdy howdy chant, trying to get their team pumped up here to close out the first half. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left.
Out of the timeout, Langdon has it up the near side of the floor. 4 minutes remain in the first half. Handoff pass to Martis on the right wing. Martis up top to Armstrong. Armstrong handoff to Langdon. Langdon drives down the left side. He spins and pops now out to Armstrong. Curls over to the left. Three. Armstrong got it. Big shot, Brody. Puts in the shot for Grayson County.
Seems like Brody's starting that step back, and he's hitting it every time he is able to execute that play. Just a phenomenal job by Armstrong.
Passing in to Orem. He catches it on the far side. Double team comes, and that's going to be the second on Armstrong or the second on Logston. And it's on Logston. That's his second, and decision time for Travis Johnston.
I think that's a pretty easy decision right there, Sam. I don't think you're going to take Jack Logston out of this game. 3:33 left in the second quarter as Coach Johnson's really working the ref.
Passing off to the right side to Ismail. Ismail into the corner to DeLimpo. Back out to Ismail. Great Crossing leads by 2 with 3:25 remaining in the first half. Left side to Swartz. Swartz picks and backs off now on the right side. He's already hit a couple of threes. Orem now is being guarded by Armstrong. They had to do that switch off. Orem pulls up from 10, and it's good. Brady Orem doing whatever he wants. He's got 12 points, and Great Crossing leads by 4.
Really good defense by Brody Armstrong, just a little better offense from Orem.
Gaither in between the circles, left side to Armstrong. He'll pull up a deep left side three, dies. Martis, though, has the rebound off the offensive glass for Grayson. Back out to Logston. He thought about pulling up, but good contests by Swartz to slow down the shots.
Yeah, you can see both coaches have done a pretty good job on a scouting report, knowing the tendencies of the other team's players.
Martis drives in up top to Gaither. He'll let a three fly, and he's fouled.
It's going to be on DeLimpo, I think.
It'll go on DeLimpo. That'll be his second now. Team's second. Gaither's slow to get up. And Gaither, it's been an adventure shooting free throws, and those free throws will come when we come back as Grayson County trails this game 22-18 with 2:35 remaining in the first half. As this is Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Homeowners, especially on the lake, have most likely experienced or will experience water erosion on their properties. There is a solution and preventative measures that can protect against this type of erosion. With the help of products and service from Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Crushed Rock Road enhancements can provide erosion control and shoreline protection. Well-designed and maintained erosion control helps ensure safe landscapes remain so tomorrow. To discuss erosion control and shoreline restoration solutions with Scotty's Contracting, call 270-259-5696.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena. Grayson County trails this game. If you're wondering what that noise is, that's the Grayson County faithful over to our left. And Stephen, they are very loud.
Looks like we got a guy down front, maybe with a painted Spencer Langdon jersey on. I don't think it's quite that. Yeah, I think it probably is body paint.
Why didn't you do that?
Well, yeah.
They might have not let you on press row.
Well, we've seen a lot of body paint here at Rupp Arena from the Cougar fans. And
right now, though, Travis Johnston, what's he saying?
Continue to play hard, continue to have the intensity that you've had throughout this game. going to kind of have to be a little bit careful with the fouls right now as they've started to mount up a little bit. But then you got Great Crossing also has a couple with 2 fouls. So hopefully that doesn't become a factor in this game.
This is a big set of free throws for Caden Gaither, though. He's got 3 of them coming out of this timeout as Grayson trails 22-18 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first half. As a reminder, in the case that we would ever have any technical issues, if you're listening with us on Facebook or YouTube, you can go over to the app, K105 app, or go to K105.com. And if you're watching on Facebook, there is a comment on there that you can click the link and listen that way as well. Great Crossing champions of the 11th region out of Scott County in the Georgetown area. 3 free throws coming for Caden Gaither. He is 55% this season, but really struggled as of late. He's missed his last 7 free throws, and he's 1 for his last 12 from the free throw line. And that one was nothing but net.
Sam, I saw something earlier, and I don't know if this is what it is. All 3 of the referees have a black box on their hip at their belt line.
I know exactly what that is.
Is that to stop the clock?
It is.
I'd seen it at another state, but I noticed it Wednesday and wondered if that was the same thing we've got here in Kentucky.
So it connects to their whistle. And so when they blow their whistle, as Gaither goes 2 of 3 from the line, and I'll take that.
Yeah, that's a plus right there.
Makes it a 22-20 Great Crossing lead with 2:30 remaining in the first half. But what happens is it connects to their whistle, and anytime that one of their whistles blows, the clock then automatically stops. It's a pretty helpful tool for them to use.
Especially close game down at the end. That's
especially in here where there's no replay.
Right.
Swartz on the right side. Drives in on Logston. Has to be careful with those 2 fouls, and he gets a block on the inside. Very risky play, but Armstrong comes down with a loose board as he's back with a headband.
Yeah, picked up the headband in that timeout.
Armstrong left wing gives it back now to Gaither. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Grayson trails this game by 2 points.
Really like Jagger Martis coming and getting the ball from Jack Logston right there to set up the play.
Martis gives it to the elbow to Logston. Likes the matchup, does Logston. Bodies up, the double team comes. Logston goes up, good on the inside for Jack Logston. He's got 4 points. You can tell Jack liked that matchup against Olimpo. He's going to say, I'm going to take this man all the way.
Similar to what we saw on the other end. Good offense by Orem, good defense by Brody. Same thing on down on this end, a little bit better offense by Jack Logston.
22 all, Grayson County, a Great Crossing. Gaither picks the pocket on the far side of the floor. Cougars have numbers. Gaither, bounce pass inside to Langdon off the right side. Good! Cougs back on top. Spencer Langdon's got 6 points. Grayson leads 24-22 with 1:13 remaining in the first half.
Orange comes to life down on the end zone, Sam. They're really working for their team right now.
Bounce pass into Orem. Stolen by Armstrong for Grayson County. Grayson again has numbers. Armstrong, transition 3, top side. It's well short. Rebounded by Great Crossing. And they're going to slow and wait for some help. Spinning all the way around and giving it off to the far side. Orem wide open. Armstrong quickly comes over to contest, though.
Not a great idea, but Brody, I understand he's feeling it a little bit.
Orem shot good from the elbow.
He's
and Great
tough.
Crossing back ties the game here at 24 with 40 seconds remaining. Travis Johnston holds up the 1. He wants to hold for the final shots. Looks like we might have a little bit of I guess maybe it is a zone here.
Yeah, got
3-2.
Floor spread out. Can't really tell exactly.
Grayson's just going to dribble it up top. Spencer Langdon getting some dribbling practice with 18 seconds and counting now left in the first half.
Coach Page working between Delimpo and Cooper, seeing which way he wants the defense set up on Jack Logston. Looks like it's going to be Cooper.
7 seconds remain in the half here. Langdon up top, drives over to the left side with 4 seconds. Backs it off now, gives it to Armstrong on the left wing with 1 second. Loses the ball, and nobody will get a shot off. At the end of the first half of play, this game is exactly what we thought. Grayson County 24, Great Crossing 24. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Because your health matters.
Midway Pharmacy doesn't have the largest selection of perfume, and that's likely because they spend more time making sure you're healthy and less time making sure you smell pretty. At Midway Pharmacy, you're getting more than a pharmacy. You're getting a pharmacist who's committed to working with you on all things health-related.
Because your health matters.
Experience what matters the most when you visit any county-wide location of Midway Pharmacy.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena, where Grayson County and Great Crossing are tied at 24 at the half. Stephen, I think this game pretty much is what we kind of thought it was. It's two pretty evenly matched teams going at it.
Yeah, we were, a couple of people asked me what did I think about it, and I said, well, I really think it's a 50-50 game, and you look up at the scoreboard at halftime, 24-24, it's just exactly that.
It's been a fun game, though, so far. You look at it right now, and if you're Grayson County, you're saying, okay, we shot 38% from the field in the first half. Great Crossing shot 53% from the field, and we're tied. Now, I'm sure the conversation right now for Travis Johnston at the half is going to be, okay, we've got to find a way to slow down number 34, Brady Orem.
Yeah, only had 3 players score. DeLimpo only has 2. And then
Orem has 14.
Okay, that's 14, and then you see Swartz, who's hit a couple threes and knocked down another shot. But, yeah, if you can take care of Orem down low, that'll be the focus of the halftime speech.
Grayson County trails or ties here in this game. Want to make sure we give a shout-out here. They're announcing the 3rd Region Coach of the Year that was voted on by the KABC, and 3rd Region representatives up there. You've got Matt Briggins from Ohio County and Nathan West from Whitesville Trinity. Now, we get to see Coach West quite often, and I know we both think very highly of him.
Absolutely, just a phenomenal coach. And you think about the school there at Trinity Whitesville, only has about 100 kids, but was able to get a berth in the 3rd Region tournament this year and absolutely gets every bit of ability out of those kids. And he's a deserving co-winner along with Coach Brigance from Ohio County, who they really had a good year as well.
Grayson County and Great Crossing tied at 24 at the half. We'll take a break. More on our halftime show comes up after this, as this is Cougar Basketball, presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest White Oak in Litchfield.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Kyle writes, I've been using Future Designs for years, and I've never been disappointed. They're the best in the business. Thanks for letting us know, Kyle. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience. Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County and Great Crossing tied at 24 here at the half. As a reminder, this is an extended halftime. So, Stephen, we have quite a bit of time to kill as we still have 10 minutes. I almost said 20. We don't have quite that much. We have 10 minutes until the game resumes here at Rupp Arena. This would usually be where I'd, go through and say, hey, here's some scores. The only score I have to bring you is St. X won by 2 points against North Laurel. Stephen, we got to watch a decent amount of that game. It was a really good game.
It was. I really thought, and obviously St. X has been near the top all season, and being able to watch them today, it's kind of evident that they are a really good ball club. But North Laurel gave them everything they wanted there in that third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, both those teams are really good, and I mean, it's kind of one of those things that it's like, well, yeah, they're really good. This is the quarterfinals of the state. You
Absolutely,
know?
You begin to look down the stats a little bit here, and you see the trying to digest those, and we'll be coming back in a minute and talk about some of those. But the story right now is Brady Orem with 14 points.
And right now, I mean, how do you slow him down?
Well, you got to continue doing what you're doing, forcing him out, forcing him to catch the ball as high as possible, because when he gets around the basketball goal, he's going to be really effective. So if you can keep him higher and be able to catch the ball out on the extended free throw line, I like our chances a whole lot better.
I don't know who this is.
I'm not sure either.
On who is shooting, but yeah, he is. So the student in the student section that we were talking about that we weren't sure whether it was painted, he is now on the floor doing some contest at halftime, and it is absolutely painted on his chest right now, and I give him credit. He's it's called dedication. He's got Spencer Langdon painted onto his chest. Now I don't know how Spencer might feel about that, but
well, he's not a very good free throw shooter. He's only got one, and there he hits another one, banks it in.
He's banking it in. I respect the effort from him trying to do it. I don't really know how our Great Crossing friend over to the right is doing either.
He's up to 5.
I didn't even realize they had a counter there. It's not necessarily the greatest free throw shooting.
No.
Hopefully it's not a sign of what these rims are going to bring coming up here in the second half of play as Grayson County will switch sides, obviously. It'll be nice for them to be coming towards us. As our vantage point, I feel like are we a little bit further towards the basket than we were the other night? Maybe not. We're on the opposite side.
Yeah, judging by the bench, we're maybe a couple positions down, but not too much. Maybe
we got to look through a lot of heads to see when the ball is on the opposite side of the floor. Again, Grayson County tied at 24 at the half against Great Crossing. We'll take a break and run down the stats after this. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting in Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's Quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting in Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County and Great Crossing tied at 24 at the half. Running down some of the stats here for Grayson County, led by Spencer Langdon with 6 points. He's got 2 assists and a rebound. Brody Armstrong's got 5 points, 2 rebounds, an assist and a steal. Jagger Martis has 5 points and 3 rebounds to go along with an assist. Caden Gaither, 4 points, 2 assists, 2 steals. And Jack Longston, 4 points, 3 rebounds right now for Grayson. Cougars getting out-rebounded 14-10 as we look here. But turnovers, they only have 4 turnovers compared to 4 for Great Crossing. Cougars, though, scoring off of those turnovers. They're outscoring Great Crossing right now 8-2 in points off turnovers.
A couple of things that really stick out. Paint, but Grayson County's been able to get inside and score 8. Then looking at the turnovers, as you see, Great Crossing with 8, really playing hard on defense.
Order that Grayson County good as this game goes along, because if not, your season's over.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you think a couple kids, especially Jagger Martis and Brody Armstrong, Chase Bonnock and Shotgun Lambert being their last one, and they got 16 minutes to prove that they're worthy of not only being here, but how special it be, Sam, to be able to play on Saturday morning in the Kentucky State Tournament.
And you'd be having a tough game against a St. X opponent, but like I said earlier, they're all tough games now, including this one that they have against Great Crossing. Travis Johnston still in the locker room. They spent a long time in that locker room. What do you think his message was as a whole?
It's kind of a little bit, Sam, sound like a broken record, but you want to keep up the defensive intensity on Orem. You're seeing double teams and probably triple teams on him. And quite frankly, other than Schwartz, he's been the only one that's been a threat to score. So I think you're going to maintain that double teaming whenever he catches the ball down low. But like I was saying earlier, they'll catch him out and keep him in front of you. If he wants to start shooting threes, I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, if this turns into a three-point shooting contest, that's advantage great. Losing in this game, but you're tied. You necessarily played well.
Man, Mark, and he said shooting 38%, and we're tied. I like our chances, and that's a really good point to see that we didn't do as well as we know we can.
Hey, Grayson and Great Crossing tied at 24. A date with St. X.
Vacation. Contact the certified experts at Your Global Getaway.
Visit yourglobalgetaway.com.
Smith Overhead Door is redefining entryways in Litchfield, where every click of the remote promises reliability. It's not just about opening doors, it's about lasting assurance. We offer a service that inspects each part, making sure your door system thrives. With our service agreement with inspections up to 4 times a year, we spot the signs of wear before they whisper a problem, saving you more than just peace of mind. Opt for a 2-year plan and the savings rise. Make sure you get out the door with Smith Overhead Door at sohd.info. We're not just opening doors, we're opening possibilities.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Ready to roll here in the second half of play. Steve, you got a strategy for the second half?
Got to be tough. Got to be tough, Sam. As we hear our student section, howdy, howdy, let's get rowdy, and hopefully they'll be able to will our team into a victory here, Sam, in the Elite 8 of the Sweet 16.
It's about time for us to get started in the second half of play. Grayson County and Great Crossing tied at 24. Cougars spread out the scoring. Each of their 5 starters scored in the first half of play, led by Spencer Langdon with 6 points. Brady Orem led the way for Great Crossing with 14 points. It'll be Great Crossing. Ball to start the second half, switching sides now from left to right, and some token full court pressure for Grayson County to open us up. Great Crossing led by Orem, the post player. He was outstanding in that first half of play, and an inside pass deflected and taken away by Caden Gaither for Grayson County. Gaither angles back towards the far side. He's going to take it himself, spins down the lane, gets the hole. Good for Gaither to get us going in the second half of play.
Got to be careful, Sam. Not supposed to be cheering here on press row, but that one almost got me out of my seat. Great job by Caden Gaither.
26-24, Grayson leads by 2 here. Cougars, very similar start to the game on Wednesday where they had a massive third quarter to take the game against Taylor County and really never gave it back from that point.
Yeah,
Swartz drives in at the free throw line and spins all the way around, guarded by Logston. Bounce pass to Ismail. His 3, right side, back iron, not there. Logston with the rebound for Grayson. And slowly starts bringing the ball up the floor as Great Crossing stopped him immediately at the free throw line. Gives it off to Armstrong in the right wing. And Travis Johnston, the ninth-year head coach, stands up and immediately calls out a play.
Yeah, got Jagger Martis over in the corner.
Armstrong downhill drive on the left side, spins around on Orem, crosses over to the corner to Martis. Martis drives the baseline, gets the hole, flips it off into the corner now to Langdon. Langdon pump fake, now gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong takes his time driving. His right-handed floater rolls out for Brody Armstrong. Very unfriendly rims tonight for Grayson County. Into Orem in transition. Orem takes one dribble on the block, and it's blocked by Logston on the inside into the hands though of DeLimpo. DeLimpo's right-handed runner back in, no good. Rebounded by Orem on the inside. Orem put back, blocked partially by Logston, but he powers in for his 16th point of the game to tie us up at 26 with 6:14 remaining in the third quarter.
Kind of doing everything he can against Orem down there in the post, but just a really, really nice ball player. First time seeing him, probably won't be the last, Sam.
Left side to Armstrong. He's going to slow and back it off now in between the circles. Tied at 26 here between Grayson County and Great Crossing. Martis, catch and shoot 3 in the corner, dies on the back of the iron, and rebounded by Great Crossing. Spencer Langdon hit the deck hard after Travis Johnson was looking for a foul. Great Crossing 3 on the other side to answer. It's good. Put in by Graham Swartz, his third 3 of the game.
Yeah, tough break there. Spencer got hung up and went down and not able to get back, and Great Crossing did a pretty good job moving the ball and able to knock down a 3 in the corner.
Gaither in between the circles, drives at the free throw line, picked up by DeLimpo. Back out now to Logston on the right wing. Logston, little jab step. Now we'll do a step back 3 right side, and it's an air ball. Not even close for Jack Logston. And that was just one that he just missed.
Yeah, a little bit too far out right there on that one, Sam. He was out beyond the college three-point line. And probably, Jack Logston's the type of scorer, you don't care where he shoots it on the floor, but would like to see him get a little bit closer to that three-point line.
Well, 5-0 run for Great Crossing. Cougars haven't scored nearly 3 minutes now since an early score in the half. 3 in and in. In, out, and in, put in by Ozzie Ismail. And just like that, Great Crossing now leads the game by 6 points at 32-26 with under 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
A lot of the shots that we're taking are kind of bouncing in and out.
Langdon drives downhill, gets the hole, and he loses the ball out of bounds. Travis Johnston was looking for a foul. It doesn't come as a triple team came, and it bounced off of his knee, said the official underneath.
Tough break there again.
This is a very important defensive possession for Grayson County.
Everything going in favor of Great Crossing right now. You got to lock in, keep them from scoring on this possession, Sam.
8-0 run for the Warhawks, and pass on the inside, deflected originally by Armstrong. Orem runs it down. He runs the baseline, he spins, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Jack Logston on the floor, and that'll be his third. That's a big foul. Jack Logston's third foul, team's first. Passing into Orem. Orem in on Armstrong. He spins towards his left hand and just powers it in. Orem up to 18 points now, and it is a 10-0 run for Great Crossing, leading to a Travis Johnston timeout. 34-26. Great Crossing has a big answer. This is Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105. Grayson County trails this game against Great Crossing 34-26 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Travis Johnston takes the full timeout.
Doing the best you can against Orem, but his size down low has really bothered us. And not to take anything away from Close that we played on Wednesday night, but Orem and I thought Close was really good on his feet. but Orem is definitely a better player, especially being a sophomore. But going to have to be able to keep containment on him as we finish out this third quarter.
It's a 10-0 run night right now for Great Crossing. Cougars not scored in 3 minutes and 17 seconds after Caden Gaither had the steal in the take. You can hear the Cougar band playing. It's just one of these moments where Grayson just needs a basket.
Absolutely need a basket, and hopefully be able to string together a couple stops, get a couple baskets in a row, and do everything you can to crawl back in this one here with 4:22 left in the third quarter. Obviously you want to try to get a lead, but getting back to a tie at the end of the third quarter would be huge.
Or at least get yourself within shooting distance.
Sure.
Because we've seen this Grayson County team go on a 10-0 run in a blink of an eye, including one on Wednesday evening in 1 minute and 11 seconds. They did it. That turned out to be the difference. But right now, they've allowed Great Crossing to go on the big run, and the hope is that it's not the opposite answer to Wednesday. Out of the timeout, Langdon has it at the UK logo. 34-26, Grayson trails, handoff to Armstrong. Armstrong gives it now to Gaither. Back now to Langdon in between the circles. Langdon gets a screen, doesn't take it. Backs it off now right side. Gives it back to Logston in between the circles. Logston back to Armstrong, gets the defender in the air, curls it around, goes up for a shot, looking for a foul, and ends up not getting the three-pointer to drop in. Orem outlet, and the shot is no good by Orem as Logston got his hand in there. Armstrong outlet to Logston on the other side. Cougars have numbers. Logston crossing to Gaither. Gaither drives in, absorbs the contact, and a foul is going to be called before the shots whistled on the floor.
I like the pace a lot better here on the last couple of possessions. The first shot, I remember Orem missing. Well, he maybe got his own rebound a couple times and put it back in, but really like the faster pace here by the Cougars for the last minute.
Foul was called on Ismail, his third, just the team's first. They need to find a way to get Jack Logston going today as well. Logston only 4 points in this game. He scored in double figures in all but one this season. Martis. He's double teamed. Now he spins. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by, guess who? Chase Balnock, who checked in place of Brody Armstrong. Up top to Gaither. Gaither spins down the right side of the lane. Back out to Martis. Three, good for Jagger Martis. Big time three for Martis.
Caden Gaither was able to get his guy a little bit lower, and the man that was guarding Martis sucked in a little bit to try to double team. Good job by Caden to get it to him, and then Martis knocking down the big three.
Back into Orem. Orem over top of Logston, goes up, shot no good, short. Rebound tapped off into the hands of Gaither as Balnock got his hand on it to punch it out to Gaither. Cougars are running to Langdon in the corner. Langdon drives down the lane, gets in on Orem to Balnock in the corner. Balnock drives the baseline, spins back to Langdon, now left side. Backs it off now.
Credit Great Crossing on their defense where they're able to get back and set up pretty quickly.
Logston on the left side. Backs it off now in between the circles. 34-29. Great Crossing leads Grayson. 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. Martis on the block. Goes up, fades in the lane. Shot short. Picked up on the floor. Ripped away. It's a jump ball arrow to Grayson.
Yep, going to be a jump ball.
Gaither was fighting on the rebound and got in there to grab it. Fighting with DeLimpo. And that'll bring us to immediate timeout. 34-29. Grayson County has a deficit right now with 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Stephen, right now, you're seeing a little bit more energy from this Grayson County team.
Yeah, and, we talked about the pace a little bit where they're getting out and running, and you really want to see them be able to score in transition and haven't been able to do that for the most part here tonight. So I really like that as we dive into the last couple of minutes here of this third quarter.
Great Crossing, 14 of 28 from the field, 4 of 7 from three-point range. We mentioned three-point shooting, not their strength. Only less than 34% from three-point range this season. But they're shooting, 4 of 7 tonight, 57%. I mean, they're not taking a lot, they're just putting them in. On the other side, Grayson County, 34% from the field and 23% from three-point range. I mean, that three-point range is, way below their season average, about 16 points lower.
Yeah, when you're, I won't say necessarily that we've relied on the three because we've been able to penetrate and get in the lane all year, but we've always shot it much better than that. I don't know what we're shooting, 40%, I think, as a team, maybe.
39.3.
39.3. So, yeah, really a little bit of a slack off there for the Cougars, and hopefully they'll be able to turn that around as we look down toward the fourth quarter.
How close do you want it? You're within 5 right now. Does it need to stay within 5 to give you a chance at the start of the fourth?
Yeah, probably. Definitely, if you could get it into one possession is kind of where you'd like to. And we always talk about, do you wait for a shot? Well, you got 2:23. You're not going to wait right here on this inbounds play. But I'm in favor of you continue to play like you're used to playing. And for the Cougars, that's just keep going, and that's what we need to do.
Out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County basketball. 34-29. They trail Great Crossing. Langdon to trigger underneath of his own basket. Gets into the corner to Logston. Logston, step back 3, right side, short. Gets his own miss, though, does Logston. Logston bodies up, gets inside, basket good on the interior. He took Swartz. He liked that matchup. Logston now has 6 points.
Finally got one to go that bounced on the rim a couple of times. I think that's the first one in the second half that we've gotten a bounce or two and it actually go in.
Up top, nearly a steal for Langdon as they got the pass to Swartz. Swartz right side to Cooper. Cooper been held quiet to the free throw line. Ismail's little runner is good. Good ball movement. Ozzie Ismail's got 5 points in this quarter now. The Great Crossing's lead is back now to 5. Gaither walks with it on the right side. Is the call. Armstrong will check back into the game in place of Gaither.
We were blocked right over in front of Superintendent Doug Robinson on the other side. And
36-31, 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Right side Swartz into Orem, and a foul is going to be called. That's not his call, Stephen.
Yeah, that's
that is the third official that should make that call, and he calls Brody Armstrong for his second foul. I mean, I'm okay with it being a foul. It's just he's not the official that should call that.
It's always frustrating to me when you see an official make a call that's when they're out of position.
Into Orem, spins, shot short. Armstrong came over. Really good defense and gets the rebound. Cougars are pushing. Armstrong into the corner to Langdon. Langdon corrals the dribble, goes underneath the basket now, and runs it back out now to the right wing. Grayson trails by 5, 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. To Armstrong, far side. Armstrong with the left hand, finds it back now to Logston. Logston gets a screen, now he's picked up by Orem, and a foul going to be called on Orem. That's his first.
Yeah, that's not where Orem wants to play. You certainly know that he wants to be down low. If you could extend him out, not only do you take him away from what he wants to do, but it also gives you a better chance to get offensive rebounds.
36-31, Great Crossing leads Grayson County. 1:06 remaining in the third quarter. Cougars only scored 7 points in this quarter. At the elbow, Logston. Now backs off to the right wing. Gives it to Langdon left side. Double team came. Really good defense, though. Langdon gets around it, gets the hold down the left side and puts it in. Better offense by Spencer Langdon. 36-33, 3-point game with 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Had quite a bit of success with that in the first half of getting past the first wave of defenders, and then the lane almost opened up.
Taken away. Martis knocked into the hands of Bonnock. Bonnock outlet round the right side, and somehow that's not goaltending. There it is.
Yeah,
I was going to say, Stephen. It was a very late goaltending call, but Bonnock put it in, and it's now a 1-point game, 36-35 with 33.5 seconds left in the third quarter.
And again, that's coming from an official that's out of place. You had two more closer.
I mean, that was as obvious of a goaltend as and I know we had a really good angle on that.
Yeah.
The Great Crossing fans don't like it, but it was definitely the right call. 1-point game, 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cooper to Ismail on the right wing, guarded by Bonnock. Bonnock's played a really good game today.
Absolutely. Chase always brings that intensity.
14 seconds now. Orem almost had it taken away by Bonnock again. Gives it off left side now. Swartz has it stripped. On the floor, loose ball. Bonnock goes diving in over top, and now the ball's being fighten over. Couple extra words, and I like no technicals coming here. It's the darn quarterfinals here. And Caden Gaither is going to check in probably in place of Bonnock here. The ball, I believe, is going to stay with Great Crossing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bonnock's going to remain in. Logston coming out with those 3 fouls. That's probably a really good substitution.
Yeah, only 6.4 if you can hold them to a stop right here. and only be down one. You got to think they're going to be looking for
6.4 seconds remaining. They give it to Orem up top with 5 seconds now. Driving downhill on the right side is Swartz. Swartz goes up over top of Gaither, and the basket's good for Swartz at the buzzer. Good defense, just better offense. We're through 3 quarters. Great Crossing leads Grayson County 38-35. As this is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Living on the lake is a luxury. Lake homeowners have been supplementing their properties with the best quality rock, stone, and asphalt products from Scotty's Contracting and Stone for years. Scotty's Quarry has been serving our lake customers with cleaner, underground mined, pure limestone for driveways, landscaping, and construction projects. Our crushed stone products can also be used to assist in erosion control near waterways. If you live on the lake, contact Scotty's Contracting and Stone for an estimate on high-quality products and service at 270-259-5696.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Start of the 4th quarter, Grayson County trails this game 38-35.
Looks like the possession arrow is in favor of Grayson County, so we'll get the first offensive position. Here's the 4th quarter, and I think, it's not one of those situations, Sam, where you have to have a bucket, but getting a 2 or 3 right here would be really big.
Really good crowd. It's the first time Grayson County has trailed at the end of the 3rd quarter since their last loss, which came back on the 10th of February against Warren Central. They don't trail at the end of quarters very often. They like to be able to put games away. So again, Grayson County.
But I think it's exactly what you expected. You're 8 minutes away from making it to the Final Four. You're down 3. Sam, got to be tough.
Down by 3 points is Grayson County. Armstrong has lost the headband again. He's been going back and forth between it. He's had a tough game. 1 of 8 from the field. Martis 3 of 10 from the field. Cougars have upped that field goal percentage to 39%, but Great Crossing shooting 52% from the field. Cougar ball to start the 4th quarter. Cougars trail by 3 points, trying to continue this historic season. Armstrong in between the circles. Left side to Langdon. Langdon drives in on Kuntz, spins down the lane, goes up in the lane. Basket good for Spencer Langdon. He moves into double figures.
Yeah, if you can get Spencer going into the lane like that, and Orem was far enough away from him where he couldn't contest the shot. Just a great take by Spencer Langdon.
Right side to Orem, guarded by Armstrong. Orem, double team comes as Balnock comes in, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Chase Balnock, I believe. For Balnock, that's going to be his 3rd and the team's 1st.
And that's what Chase is supposed to do right now, is when Orem catches it in the post, he's supposed to go in and mix it up with him.
Into Orem, double teamed, and a late foul is going to be called on Grayson County. Whistled on Brody Armstrong. That is now his 3rd. It actually looked pretty clean from our angle. I don't know if there was contact from the front side, and it's going to put Orem to the line where he's 2 of 2 today.
Naturally, your eyes go up top to see if there's any hand contact. It didn't look like it from this area, and Sam.
He misses the first free throw, does Brady Orem. Orem 70% from the line. He's a pretty decent free throw shooter for his size. One more coming. That would give Great Crossing the 2-point advantage. They're the defending state champions, trying to become the first team to go back-to-back since Fairdale did in the early 90s. Langdon curls over to the right side. Switching off, Cooper is now guarding him. Langdon lowers his shoulder, crosses it to Balnock on the left wing. Balnock back now to Gaither up top. Little head fake for Gaither. He spins down the lane. Jump pass to Balnock. Corner 3 for Balnock. It's good!
Big one.
Chase Balnock knocks in
baby.
The 3 to give the Cougs the lead by 1 point.
Chase, those signature threes that he's hitting in the corner Another
Orem
huge
on the
one.
other side, crossing into the corner to Ismail. Chase Bonnock has played outstanding off the bench right now. Cougs up 1. 3 to answer. It's good. Travani Cooper, his first shot attempted of the game. On the other side, Gaither drives in. Shots missed. Longston puts the shot in, and he's uppercutted underneath. It'll go to the line.
Sam, just back and forth, just like a heavyweight fight. Both teams are throwing haymakers. In the last couple of minutes, they've both been able to connect as Jack Logston goes to the line to be able to pull out a 2-point lead.
Martis back in, Gaither to get a breather. Jack Logston to try and convert on the N1. Grayson leads by 1 right now. Logston, 89.4% from the free throw line. As one more sub, it'll be Colt DeLimpo in as Kuntz will take a breather for Great Crossing.
I don't know what he's shooting from the corner when he's open, but Chase Bonnock's probably shooting 90% from that 3.
Logston makes the free throw. Grayson County leads by 2 points now, 43-41. 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Trying to do something they've never done before, and that's advance to the Final Four. Back out 3, topside by Ismail. It's good. Great Crossing, not a team that hits threes, but they just hit another 3-point shots. Back up by 1 are the Warhawks. Langdon had a drive, doesn't take it down the left side. He spins, gives in the corner to Martis. Martis up top to Bonnock. Bonnock back into the corner. Langdon open 3 in the corner. It's off. It's way too strong. Rebounded by Great Crossing. Really tight defense by Grayson County, though. And here come the Warhawks as they finally break out of it. Losing the ball in the backcourt, and nearly a 10-second call as Swartz breaks the timeline, and a foul from behind is going to be called on Grayson County as it was a pass out and another 3 was put in.
Yeah, that's a tough break again. Brody Armstrong playing as hard as he's ever played, and that's saying something, but picked up his 4th foul here with 5:41 left.
Travis Johnston is going to make a substitution, probably Gaither for Armstrong here. It is. Not that you want to do it, but I think you have to right now.
Yeah, 5:41 be a little bit too long.
Passing into Orem. Orem
walked.
Yep, I was going to say, he lost the ball and walked with it. The Great Crossing fans wanted a shove, but I think he just lost his balance on that.
Yeah, they've ran that same play a couple of times where they just kind of lob it into him, and that time couldn't get his feet situated underneath him.
Kind of like the play to Hannah a little bit on the girls' side.
Yeah.
44-43, Great Crossing leads by 1 point here in the state quarterfinals. Grayson County is 0-1 in this round in program history. Great Crossing, they're the defending state champions. They're 2-0 in this game all time.
First stop, it seems like we've gotten in quite a while, Sam.
Langdon on the left lane, and he has it stripped and taken away. Good defense by Ismail. Ismail drives in coast to coast on Bonnock, and a foul is going to be called on Bonnock. It's a blocking foul, and the basket is no good, but free throws coming for Great Crossing.
I think they're wanting a goaltend, but I don't. Jack may have smacked the backboard.
2 shots coming for Ozzie Ismail. He's 79.1%. Honorable mention, all 11th region. He'll have 2 free throws.
Been really big here in the second half, has Ismail.
And he misses the first free throw. Tried to roll it over the front end, but it didn't drop in. One more coming for Ozzie Ismail that would give Great Crossing a 2-point advantage. Spins it in his hand. Now lets it fly, and it is no good. Misses them both. Logston gets the rebound for Grayson County, a 79% shooter. Misses both free throws. Grayson trails by 1. 5 minutes remain here in the ball game. Gaither up top for the Cougars. The Collins transfer gets around his defender. Drives in. Gaither spins, trying to find some help, and finds it with a handoff pass to Logston in the right lane. Logston, the double team comes. Logston in the double team, fights through it. Shot's no good, but he's fouled.
Pretty impressive defense by Great Crossing right there, Sam. We have a lot of guys cutting and moving, and they're sticking with us. Jack kind of willing himself to get a shot up on that one.
DeLimpo called for his third foul. Longston 2 free throws. He's a very good free throw shooter. He'll have 2 coming here. None bigger than these 2. If he makes them both, Grayson will have the lead. First one is good. Gets the shooter's touch. Tie game at 44.
Jack been huge from the free throw line all year, Sam, and expect him to break this tie.
And he does. Logston puts in both free throws. Jack up to 12 points now in the game to go along with 7 rebounds. Grayson County leads 45-44 as Travis Johnston calls for the Cougar faithful to start making some noise. Cougs up 1. Swartz, downhill drive off the right side. He curls it around and puts it in with the right hand. Little flip shot goes. Great Crossing back up by 1. Langdon.
A few minutes to catch your breath here.
On the left wing. In between the circles to Logston, who falls down, and a foul is going to be called on Graham Swartz, just his first. Team's second, though, by my counts.
Didn't see a whole lot of contact right there. Jack went down almost like he hit a slick spot maybe, but referee, Mia Smith, was in front of that one.
46-45, 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Logston has it in between the circles. Cougars trail by 1 point. Logston picks the dribble up with a bounce pass to the right side to Martis. Martis back up top to Gaither, to Langdon on the left wing. Langdon did a little pump fake. Now takes it with the right hand back up top to Bonnock. Hand off to Logston. Orem comes in, makes contact. Logston run backward though, right at the top of the key. Logston, 3, top side, good for Jack Logston! Over top of Orem. Cougs up by 2 points now with 3 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the game.
What a big shot by Jack Logston.
Into Orem. Really good defense. Bonnock comes over. Logston in the area, deflects the ball, and Orem can't get the shot in as Logston grabs another rebound. Travis Johnston calling for the Cougars to spread it out as they lead by 2 points with 3:17 remaining in the game. Langdon on the far side of the floor. Cougars trying to do something they've never done before, and that's make it to the Final Four. Langdon, trying downhill drive, kicks to the corner. Bonnock, 3, it's way too strong. Picked up on the floor for Great Crossing, rebounded by Cooper.
Okay with that shot because Jace has hit so many big ones in there. Chase has hit so many big ones over there in the corner.
2 point Grayson County lead, 2:48 remaining in the game. Swartz spins and gives it to Orem, 3, right side, back iron, not there. Rebound tapped into the air, loose ball, Logston's got it for Grayson County. And he immediately says, calm down, we got this. Gives it off to his junior teammate, Spencer Langdon. Martis is wide open on the right side. They don't see him until it's too late, though. And now a timeout is going to be taken with 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Grayson County leads this game by 2 points, 48-46. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Susan writes, I'm remodeling my kitchen and Future Designs had everything I needed. They even helped me design my dream kitchen. Thanks, Susan. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Travis Johnston takes that 30-second timeout as Grayson County leads by 2. Steven, how do you balance right now running clock versus running your offense?
Well, you don't want to take the air completely out of the ball because that's not our style. What you would like to see is be able to maybe 30, 40 seconds, knock it off the clock, and then get something going toward the rim like we've done so many times.
Armstrong got to get it in and gives it into Gaither. Gaither
That'll
drives
work.
downhill down the right side. Basket! Good for Gaither! He gets the roll! Cougs up 4. Cougars get their first roll of the game. Seems like all of those have dropped off the rim. Grayson up 50-46. And a foul up top going to be called on Spencer Langdon now. For Langdon, just his first. And that is going to be free throws. And it'll also bring us to another timeout on the floor with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game. It will be 2 free throws for Great Crossing when we come back. as it is Grayson County 50, Great Crossing 46. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say buggin'? Ah! And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. Ah! And they're like there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Paul Duda Hudson State Farm in Litchfield, 270-287-0287.
Homeowners, especially on the lake, have most likely experienced or will experience water erosion on their properties. There is a solution and preventative measures that can protect against this type of erosion. With the help of products and service from Scotty's Contracting and Stone, crushed rock road enhancements can provide erosion control and shoreline protection. Well-designed and maintained erosion control helps ensure that today's beautiful and safe landscapes remain so tomorrow. To discuss erosion control and shoreline restoration solutions with Scotty's Contracting, call 270-259-5696.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
There was no school in Grayson County today, and there's a massive student section over to our left as Grayson County leads this game 50-46 with 2:15 remaining.
From our vantage point, Sam, you kind of got a clear view of the other side, and I've been watching a guy that's sitting straight across from us. Looks like maybe he's got on an Indiana sweatshirt. Not anybody that I recognize. Probably doesn't know anything about this team. But Jack hit that big three at the top. He got all the way to his feet. So you're seeing a lot of people that haven't watched this Cougar squad any this year getting their first taste of us. And just by their facial expressions, they're pretty impressed.
But there is a lot of time left in this game with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Grayson County has a 4-point advantage, and it is free throws for Great Crossing. Ozzie Ismail to shoot 2 of them. Ismail just missed 2 in a row. He's a 79% shooter coming into this game. Very loud over to our left, and Ismail buries that one. And Great Crossing will shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. On the other side, they still have 1 foul to give. The arrow is in favor of Great Crossing. Timeouts-wise, Great Crossing has all 5. Grayson County down to just 2. Ismail makes both free throws. Cougars lead this game by 2 points, 50-48. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. Logston crosses to Langdon. Got to get it across, and Logston does across the near side. Double team quickly comes as Logston being run backwards. Langdon bounce pass to Logston. Up top now to Armstrong. Back now to Langdon. Cougars going to run some clock here with a 2-point advantage under 2 minutes to go. Trying to get to the Final Four for the first time in program history.
Great Crossing came out of that in a kind of a 1-2-2 3-quarter court, and it looks like they've settled back into man-to-man.
Langdon up top now, 1:38 remaining in the game. Grayson leads by 2 points. Langdon drives over to the left wing now, just running the clock. Travis Johnston calls for it. Langdon, and there's the foul. Kuntz whistled for his 3rd foul. That's the team's 4th, so next foul. And if you're Steve Page, you're probably okay with that foul. You were going to have to give it at some point.
Yeah, you had 1 to give, and that wasn't that bad because the guy, Spencer, was not in any position to be able to take a shot right there.
How soon are you fouling if you're Steve Page? 1:27 remaining in the game. Logston curls it around the near side of the floor, gives it to Gaither. Gaither drives, he spins down the lane, stops the block, and flings it back up top now to Langdon. Langdon back to Logston. Logston double teamed at the half-court line, and he's fouled by Orem.
Don't know what he's arguing with right there. He kind of came out and pushed him back over the half-court line.
Orem's 2nd foul, team's 5th. It was clear they were not wanting to foul, but also they were not wanting to foul that guy. 2 shots coming for Jack Logston. There's probably nobody in the history of Grayson County High School Travis Johnson would rather have at the line than this man right now, and that's even counting himself. And Logston makes the first free throw. 51-48, 1:14 remaining in the game. Grayson County has never been to the Final Four. St. X awaits if they can do it tomorrow morning. Logston has given it a 3-point advantage.
DeLimpo comes back in for...
He is a shooter.
For Kuntz.
Logston makes both free throws. Huge ones for Jack Logston. Grayson County leads 52-48. Again, DeLimpo 64% of his shots this year have come from three. He makes about 39% of them. And an illegal screen is going to be called on the far side on Great Crossing.
I was watching the cutter, Cooper, coming around the top, Sam, and didn't see it, but it was right in front of the referee, and they got Ismail on the foul.
Ismail comes into picks up his fourth foul. New player to the game, Coleman Eldridge. He's appeared in 25 games this year. Has not appeared in the Sweet 16, though, yet.
Probably a couple of defensive possessions here. I think, Sam, with 1:06 left, you're probably going to have to start fouling.
Martis gives it back now to Logston with 1 minute remaining in the game. Martis up the far side of the floor, angles back towards the middle now. Martis picks the dribble up, gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong is fouled on that far side of the floor. Grayson County leads this game. 2 shots coming for Brody Armstrong.
Up 4, Brody Armstrong can stretch it to 6, Sam. 54.5 left. What a phenomenal basketball game this has been, and right now for the Cougars being on top, it's even that much better.
Armstrong, first one, no good, pops in and out. Back into Limpo and Ismail re-enter for Great Crossing. Stephen, you mentioned it, you were expecting the offense-defense substitutions.
Yeah, you're going to have to know, because that last play they ran Cooper all the way around from the corner on the right side, coming across that screen when they got Ismail for the foul.
Armstrong makes the second. The Birdman gives Grayson County a 5-point advantage with 54.5 remaining in the game. Up the near side of the floor comes Great Crossing. 5-point Grayson County advantage. Thrown off into the corner, but it was deflected out of bounds by Grayson County. Brody Armstrong is loving it. He clearly was the player that deflected it out as Steve Page wants a timeout with 48.5 seconds left. Grayson County leads by 5 points. And just listen to that crowd, Stephen.
Yeah, you got everybody in orange, this whole end zone again, Sam, up on their feet. Just a phenomenal atmosphere. We got an update a minute ago of 11,817 people in attendance. I think about 11,300 of them were wearing orange, Sam.
And they are loving this right now. But a lot of time left in this game here if you're Grayson County. If you're Travis Johnston, right now he's not even talking to it. Now he adds into his team. What do you think his message is?
Being strong with the ball whenever you catch it, and then going to the free throw line and knocking down free throws. You want to keep them off of the three-point line. You don't really want to give up an easy 2, but if they get a 2, that's okay, because you know the foul is going to be coming really quick. So you have to know where DeLimpo, Schwartz, Ismail, and even Cooper, they were running that one play for him as well. Probably okay with Orem taking a 3, but in a big shot or in a big moment, a big player is going to come up, so you want to stop any 3 that you can.
Ismail's probably the guy you'd be the most okay with. He's about a 31% shooter from 3, but like you mentioned, he's hit 2. That's the wildest part today is the guys that are hitting 3s for them are not their 3-point shooters. DeLimpo is their best. He's got 2 points in this game and has only attempted 1 3. Great Crossing, 5 of 9 from 3 today. That's about their average, but as far as shooting percentage-wise, they're 22% points higher than what they usually are. As Great Crossing takes this timeout.
And it really seems like there was a flurry there where I know they hit 2, maybe 3 there in the third quarter as they were starting to build a lead. But other than that, done a pretty good job on them. They've kind of stopped going to Orem down in the post. As Coach Johnson says something and all 5 of the players start laughing, you got to know it's a special feeling as he kind of separated himself from the rest of the team and was talking to his starters as they're still on the floor, kind of lighten the mood a little bit with these guys. But, man, what a phenomenal performance by the Cougars.
Grayson County leads 53-48. Great Crossing will have the ball. Kind of an awkward spot to pass in from the far side. I guess they're moving a little closer to the middle. And he's, if anything else, Graham Swartz just created himself a couple more feet, and the official Maya Smith didn't quite notice it. They give it into Orem. Grayson County leads by 5 points. Swartz drives downhill to the left block, picks the dribble up. Armstrong got to be careful. Swartz over top of Armstrong, misses the shot. Logston's got the rebound for Grayson County. 37 seconds left. Logston is fouled.
The Cougar fans are starting to feel it, Sam.
A lot of time left here in this game.
36.7 seconds. You're up 5. With the best free throw shooter on the team going to the line. Woo. Sam, what a game. What a game.
Jack Logston, 2 free throws coming. Logston's got 16 points and 10 rebounds. Make it 17 as he makes that free throw. puts the Cougs up by 6. Great Crossing, the defending state champions. And Grayson County has already taken down the defending region champions.
Was listening on the radio going home on Wednesday night. It had been like 700 days since they had lost a game.
Logston misses the free throw. 54-48. It's a 6-point Grayson County advantage. 33 seconds remaining in the game. Driving in is Swordstrip. Take it away! Grayson's got the ball. Logston fouled by Orem. 28 seconds remaining in the game. The orange wave to our left comes to their feet.
Again, another great play by Spencer Langdon. I think it was the one that got that steal, or was it Caden?
Logston has been given credit for the steal on the official stats. He'll have 2 free throws coming. First one.
Nothing but net.
I'll let the crowd tell you. He made it. Steve Page wants a timeout as it's a 7-point Grayson County lead. As once again, listen to that crowd. 28.1 seconds remaining. Grayson County High School has never been to the Final Four. And right now they're 28.1 seconds away from a date with the preseason favorites, St. X. Been just an incredible basketball game. If you just joined us, that big run at the start of the third quarter allowed Grayson County, or Great Crossing rather, to go up by 8 points. And it was a 10-0 run, but Grayson just chipped away. And in the fourth quarter, they played outstanding.
I know we're both really big on body language, and you kind of saw there for a couple minutes when the Warhawks made that run that you kind of get to see it, that they were really feeling it, and our guys were maybe starting to get a little bit low. But we're able to get a couple of steals, get some timely rebounds. Fought back tooth and nail to get into this one, Sam.
Logston's second free throw is good for Grayson County. 56-48. Grayson County leads the game with 25 seconds left. 3 by Cooper. Deep. Back iron. Not there. Langdon rebound! Langdon rebound up the far side of the floor. Gives it to Martis across the near side. Martis then is fouled by DeLimpo with 13.9 seconds remaining. And Steven Smith, you free tomorrow morning.
Man, Sam, I very seldom in my life am speechless, but you look out at these kids right now, laying their heart, their soul, their strength, everything they've got, laying it out on the floor. And we got one more, maybe 2, Sam.
Jagger Martis, 2 free throws. Good. First one. It's been a quiet night from him. And Great Crossing is going to clear the bench. And so will Grayson County. Shotgun Lambert coming into the game. Camden Sanders, Trig Payne, Evan Hasty, and Zach Snyder will all enter with 14 seconds left.
Looks like we got 5 or 6 guys going. Zach Snyder, somebody will have to wait.
Zach Snyder's going to be the one to wait.
As the players come off, greeted by their coaches.
Now, Jagger missed this. You could say, I'm going to stay in the game here, right? Nah, Jagger Martis will go to the line. And he converts 58-48. Great Crossing has all their younger players on the floor. And the Cougars will have a date tomorrow morning with St. X. They give it up the far side of the floor. Driving in, and a foul is going to be called on Zach Snyder. Get your name in the scorebook,
That's exactly
young man.
Right.
I love it.
Exactly right.
2 free throws coming for Great Crossing. It'll be Stan Miller to shoot 2. For Miller, 1 of 1 this year.
Busy few seconds for the guy keeping the stats up on the score with 10 new players coming in.
That's why they get the big bucks,
Yeah,
Steven.
that's right.
58-49 as Miller makes the first. 1 more coming for Stan Miller. And Grayson will just be able to dribble this one out as Miller puts it in. 58-50. Camden Sanders up the near side of the floor, and you can just listen to this Grayson County crowd. For the first time in school history, the Grayson County Cougars are headed to the Final Four. And they will play for a chance to play for a state championship tomorrow morning. final score, Grayson County 58, Great Crossing 50. The defending state champions are done. And just listen to this crowd.
Jack Logston getting an interview. All the players running down, being greeted by Superintendent Doug Robinson. What a great day to be a Cougar, Sam. What a great day to be a Cougar.
Grayson County advances to the Final Four for the first time in program history. We'll take a break. The fifth quarter show comes up next. It's time to celebrate at Rupp. This is Cougar basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
This has been Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix K105. Sponsored in part by Future Designs Building Materials, due to Hudson State Farm, Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center, Midway Pharmacy, Scotty's Contracting, and Stone. Hometown Hangout, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, State Farm Agent Carter Harrell, your global getaway, and by Grayson County Schools. Now get set for the fifth quarter show on the Twin Lakes Best Mix K105.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
Midway Pharmacy might not have the best selection of fashion accessories, and that's because they're much more interested in your health and less interested in whether or not you're stylish. At Midway Pharmacy, you're getting more than a pharmacy. You're getting a pharmacist who's committed to working with you on all things health-related. Rely upon the full team of pharmacists at Midway Pharmacy. Experience what matters the most when you visit any county-wide location of Midway Pharmacy.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
From preschool to prepared, from ready to grow to ready to do, where new becomes normal and me becomes we, as each adventure builds resilience and flexibility, and teamwork, communication, problem solving, and responsibility give way to achievement in the classroom, on the field, and in the spotlight. Achievements measured in inches lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential meets purpose. Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
The fifth quarter show on K105 is sponsored in part by Future Designs Building Materials, due to Hudson State Farm, Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center, Midway Pharmacy, Scotty's Contracting, and Stone. Hometown Hangout, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, State Farm Agent Carter Harrell, your global getaway, and by Grayson County Schools. And now, the fifth quarter show with Sam Gormley on K105.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena, where Grayson County has defeated the defending state champions 58-50 Great Crossing. And we'll play tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time in the state semifinals for a chance to play in the state championship game.
Well, Sam, I mean, there's so many things that you could say about this team. You look up at one point and we were down, I don't think we ever got down by 10, but maybe 8 at one point. And almost, I don't even want to say this, but you could almost sense that the wind was kind of going out of their sails. But they battled back and then ended up coming down the stretch, hitting all their free throws, getting timely steals. And, man, just a special, special day for these Cougars.
This is just incredible. There's no other way to describe than that. Grayson County has won the game here by a final score of 58-50. And listen, if you're at home and you are for you tomorrow?
There wasn't a whole lot of empty seats, but I did see a few, Sam, and I expect you look up at the fans right now and everybody's on their phone buying their ticket for in the morning.
And maybe looking for a hotel room.
And maybe looking for a hotel room. I'm glad I've already got mine, Sam.
Yeah, and shout out to Heather for getting you that for you, right?
That's exactly right, yeah.
I talked with some of the assistant coaches yesterday. And, their biggest takeaway was, man, we are so proud of this group. No matter what happens, we are so unbelievably proud of it. and I don't think you could say it any better than that because, really, Steve, there are no words to describe how proud you are of this group. It's just incredible because of that. I didn't know if we were going to pause for a picture there or not.
We're getting greeted by some of the people in orange right now.
That 8-0 run, that 10-0 run for Great Crossing, and then Grayson closes the game on an 8-0 run.
Yeah, just down the stretch, when they're getting ready to hand out the stats here to be able to see those, and we've already got them. So you think about what you want to do to finish out a game is get some steals, guard the perimeter. Kind of took Orem out of the game. It didn't look like that they were going to him quite as much, but just a phenomenal job by the Cougars.
Again, they will play again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you can't make it, you will absolutely have us on the call for that there. Oh, look at that. Steven's giving Cameron Mills our chain.
It won't be.
Yeah, it's way. Oh, there you go. Given one of the chains that Keller made us, it's made the trip here, and UK legend Cameron Mills doing it. He knows a thing or two about winning some big games. Coming up, though, on the fifth quarter show, we'll talk to Travis Johnston. Something tells me he might just be a little bit excited, Steve.
Well, he's going to be over the moon probably, Sam. I know he's got some obligations to do with the official media interview, and I think you can go on and you can see those on some website or something. But, I'm sure he's going to be hyped up.
We'll take a break, come back. St. X tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time is the opponent. We'll come back and have more on the fifth quarter show after this. This is Cougar Basketball, presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Remember when your friend used to say,
"Let's just wing it."
Then you tried planning a trip alone, and when you got lost, your friend said,
"Told you we should have called an expert."
So you decided to try again, but with a pro. Now your friend is off on an unplanned adventure. Don't wing your dream vacation. Contact the certified experts at Your Global Getaway.
Visit yourglobalgetaway.com.
Midway Pharmacy doesn't have the largest selection of perfume, and that's likely because they spend more time making sure you're healthy and less time making sure you smell pretty. At Midway Pharmacy, you're getting more than a pharmacy. You're getting a pharmacist who's committed to working with you on all things health-related.
Because your health matters.
Experience what matters the most when you visit any county-wide location of Midway Pharmacy.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
Cougar Basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Come back here to Rupp Arena, where Grayson County has won the game by a final score of 58-50 against Great Crossing. Stephen, it's just me and you talking right now, right?
Sure.
I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to happen. When there were some moments in that game where I was thinking in the back of my mind, like, man, this was a fun run.
Well, we've already been approached by a couple people. You mentioned the Cameron Mills, the guy down here to our left, people that don't know who Grayson County are, and they kind of looked at us and raised their eyebrow like, you guys got a pretty good team, and that's really gratifying to for these players and these coaches to get the recognition that they've deserved.
And, we've seen how hard these guys have worked, throughout all of these moments. And, the adversity they faced throughout the year and everything, and they just deserve everything that has come to them. And that's the part that is just the part that makes you feel the best about it. And, then not only just the kids, but this coaching staff.
Absolutely. And you look down the state tournament roster of people that came, and you don't see a whole lot of teams with county at the end of it. So for a team like Grayson County, and, you tip your hat to Marshall County, to Boyd County, to Taylor County that played us great the other night and maybe missing another one, but it just makes it that much more special. And I think high school basketball in Kentucky is far and ahead everyone else because we don't have the class system and everybody's playing for that one trophy.
And tonight you'll have Louisville Butler taking on North Oldham. North Oldham, they got that point guard. He's pretty good.
He's not bad, yeah.
A guy by the name of, you may have heard, is it pronounced Rondo?
Rondo,
yes.
Yeah. You've heard that in this arena a few times.
Yes, and he is – I did enjoy hearing their head coach, David Levitch, who, weirdly enough, played at Louisville. He said he had Pierre Rondo, who is Rajon's son, up there, and who obviously if you went to the KOB or listened to that game, you know he is an outstanding player. He made a comment saying that, you're a little different than your dad. And they said, how? He goes, he doesn't shut up about Pierre Rondo. He said, he just talks the entire time on the bus and everything. So, and he just laughed. And I always like seeing those relationships with the coaches, just like you see the relationship that Travis Johnston has with his players as well. And then the nightcap will be GRC against Marshall County. So there's another one of your county schools. For that, GRC is kind of a county school. They used to be called Clark County, but that's a really, really good. I like that I keep saying that's a really good team. But, Stephen, we're in the
yeah.
How many teams are left?
Well, 6. It was funny on the way up here. We were talking about it, and my daughter made a couple comments about, how many teams are left. And I said, well, by the time we get on the floor, there'll only be 7 left. And by the time we get on the floor tomorrow, there'll only be 4 left. And just it'll be a tough day because you are thinking about, hey, you got to play one game in the morning, and then you got to play again that afternoon. It is good that we've got the early game. So were we able to come out on top, then there would be a few hours extra of break time that the guys could rest. But I don't know that you could probably worry too much about legs tomorrow night as excited as these kids have been.
Yeah, if you can't power through, if the Cougars do pull off, it would be an upset tomorrow against St. X.
Sure.
And you do that, you play for a state championship. If you can't find every last bit of energy to get through a game like that, then you know what? I don't know what to tell you, kind of thing.
That's
and
right.
Something tells me that those boys would be fired up if they got that moment. Again, Grayson County, if that does happen, just for you at home planning purposes, because there might be some that would say, hey, well, obviously if they win, I want to stay. They would play at 7:30 Eastern here at Rupp Arena. So they would play at 11 and 7:30 tomorrow. It throws a wrench into all of our, as far as my prep planning. That's what I'm going through here, Stephen, is I had to visit I didn't even realize Kinko's were still open. I had to find one today. But now I got to look and see what time they open tomorrow. Do I have time? Do I have to rush through? I got a lot to think about,
Well, you got, it's just, again, Sam, we talk about all this stuff. And for one thing, I'm glad I've already got a seat for in the morning because I feel like it's going to be pretty busy in here in Rupp Arena.
There are about 12,000 here for this game. I just got the heads up that Travis Johnston is on his way. So we will step aside and hopefully talk to him after this as the Cougars advance to the Final Four with a 58-50 win against Great Crossing. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say bugging? Huh? And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. And they're there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Duda Hudson State Farm in Litchfield, 270-287-0287.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest Might Oak in Litchfield.
Smith Overhead Door is redefining entryways in Litchfield, where every click of the remote promises reliability. It's not just about opening doors, it's about lasting assurance. We offer a service that inspects each part, making sure your door system thrives. With our service agreement, with inspections up to 4 times a year, we spot the signs of wear before they whisper a problem, saving you more than just peace of mind. Opt for a 2-year plan and the savings rise. Make sure you get out the door with Smith Overhead Door at sohd.info. We're not just opening doors, we're opening possibilities.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Rupp Arena. Coach Johnston hasn't made his way out. He's probably talking to people more important than us right now. Stephen, I don't know if his wife and kids might be down there, and
sure,
obviously,
yeah.
I don't. Do you blame them for wanting to talk to them? They're on the pecking order. Should be above us.
Absolutely.
I will admit, it's a little weird right now though because everybody has left, and it was eerie in here when. Before the game yesterday, because we were the first game of the second session. But, I'll just turn on our crowd mic right now. Just listen to how quiet it is. That's weird. It is very weird hearing how quiet it is here at Rupp.
Outside of the media, you got probably a couple dozen people, or maybe a dozen people, and then the cleanup staff is going through the bleachers, picking up all the trash and things. But other than that, there's really not anybody else in here, Sam. It's a little ominous to be in here and it be this quiet. To think about 20 minutes ago, it was just erupting.
And I see what you did.
No pun intended.
We'll just say it was a pun intended. Let's look through some of the stats here while we wait for Coach Travis Johnston to join us out here for Grayson County. Jack Logston today, 19 points and 10 rebounds. Spencer Langdon, 10 points and 2 rebounds. Jagger Martis, 10 points and 3 rebounds. Brody Armstrong, 6 points and 4 rebounds. Chase Bonnock comes away with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 4 fouls. He only gets credit for 1 steal, but he played outstanding. And this is another one of these where we're really going to struggle to pick out a Hometown Hangout MVP.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor, you could probably give it to them because they give their heart every second of the game. And in those positions where you look up and they're down by a few, they find that extra gear to come back, and we're able to get up and finish this one out.
Grayson County wins again by the final score of 58-50 against Great Crossing. We're just waiting Coach Johnston to join us. I know I got the heads up that he had left the post-game press conference, but maybe he headed into the locker room to talk a little bit more to his guys. I would presume he would be coming from this side if he does decide to join us, but we're kind of doing a back and forth to see if we can't, because obviously we don't want to leave here until we get the chance to talk to him. And I see somebody standing there, but maybe it's not him. He's probably still talking to his team, and they're probably doing a little bit of celebrating right now in that locker room.
He may be soaking wet when he gets out here.
I'm sure he'll be okay, whatever he feels like, because it's a win. And in the end, that's really all that matters when it comes to him is Grayson County wins the game by the final score of 58-50 against St. X. Again, they will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Of course, we'll have the call of that game beginning at about, I don't really know what time we'll start. Probably, 10:35. I don't know about that. That might be a little early, but you got to think it's a 10 a.m. local time start, too. That'll be at least Litchfield time. So you got to see if they can get these boys out of bed early. But at the same time, if you can't wake up early for the Sweet 16 and the state semifinals, then what are we waiting on? We'll take one more break, see if we can't talk to Coach Johnston after this as Grayson County wins the game by the final score of 58-50. This is Cougar Basketball presented by Litchfield Tourism on K105.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting in Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's Quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting in Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting in Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's Quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting in Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Smith Overhead Door is redefining entryways in Litchfield where every click of the remote promises reliability. It's not just about opening doors, it's about lasting assurance. We offer a service that inspects each part, making sure your door system thrives. With our service agreement with inspections up to 4 times a year, we spot the signs of wear before they whisper a problem, saving you more than just peace of mind. Opt for a 2-year plan and the savings rise. Make sure you get out the door with Smith Overhead Door at sohd.info. We're not just opening doors, we're opening possibilities.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Back here to Rupp Arena where Grayson County has won and advanced to the Final Four for the first time in school history. Travis Johnston joins us now. How's that sound?
It's awesome, man. I can't even put into words and describe it right now what it is. And especially when we turn around, I'm not great at math, but I reckon we probably play in about 15 hours or whatever it is. But no, it's special. It's special.
I mean, how proud are you of these guys?
That's not a game we normally win. You know, and we don't win that game if we don't play the schedule that we played, if we don't go to Lyon County and play them, if we don't add Warren Central and play them on the road, and don't go to the KOB, all that stuff. We don't win that game if we don't play all those, and I'm super proud of the way they finished the game.
When they went up, I don't know, I think they maybe got up by 6 or 8 or something like that in the third quarter. Me personally, I could feel the wind kind of getting out of our sails a little bit. But then you got a couple timely steals. I think they had hit like at least 2 threes in a row, maybe 3. But we were able to get back in, hit all of our free throws coming down the stretch. and then our buddy Chase Bonnock hits that three in the corner. We were talking to some of the other reporters here and saying, how long has it been since he's hit a big three like that? And Sam was like, well, about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago,
against Davis County in the quarterfinals.
Cameron Mills described him as a menace.
Oh, he's the toughest guy on the floor every time he steps on there, you know, and obviously he was the most important player for us. You know, I think I took Jagger out of the game at the start of the fourth quarter, which we usually play Jagger the whole game, and it was just to give him a breather because you couldn't take Chase off the floor, and he was awesome, and obviously that second three he shot didn't really come close, and I think his kind of dropped down a little bit, but he was so important to us. And back to what you said about being down 8 points, I think we called a timeout, and we're like, listen, fellas, it's still 12 minutes left, and it's 3 possessions. And by the start of the fourth quarter, we had told them, said, hey, y'all have already cut it to 1. You took 2 possessions off the game. Now we just got to keep rolling. And they handled that very, very, very well.
Orem had, 14 at the half?
He didn't have very much second half. I was trying to think of what it was.
He finishes the game with 19. So he had, I think, 5 in the second half. I thought you made it hard for him in the second half.
Yeah, and you know, the best thing we did was make Chase double him. Because if he brought it down, he probably couldn't even see him. Chase was there. And so when he would catch it, he started to put the ball above his head instead of chin it, check, make a move, and go, because he was so worried about Chase coming in there and digging in on it and getting a steal. So I think that changed it completely. And then we walled up, and we didn't let him get his own rebound. That's what he's great at. And we didn't let him get his own rebound off misses, and that was pretty key.
I think one of the things that really impressed me the most for them coming down the stretch there is how good their defense stayed. A lot of times you'll see we get a cutter going through Spencer or Jagger or somebody, and we can throw it to them. They kind of took that away from us, but the guys just stuck it out in really gutsy plays today, and just couldn't be more proud of the Cougars.
Well, obviously the Jack 3 and the Chase 3 was big, but they were sinking in so much that we were able to get open, and then once that happened, they kind of got a little worried about the other shooters, and then Spencer was able to get inside. CG made a great move to score, or if he didn't score, he missed it, and Jack got a putback or something like that. And we adjusted very well to how they were playing, and now we're playing on Saturday morning where anything can happen.
How awesome was it walking out and seeing all that orange?
Oh wow, it wasn't as full because we had to we'll be the first session or the first game tomorrow, so they'll all be in here already before we step out on the floor. But it's great. I told in the press room that if there's any hotels open in Lexington, they'll probably be bought up tonight. So
tomorrow, I know you're enjoying this for right now, but you can only enjoy it so much because you've got a really, really, really good team. I think I was telling Steven, I mean, Lindsay for St. X is maybe the Lusakino kid from Woodward, not Great Crossing, from Woodward.
Yeah.
But other than that, Lindsay might be the best player you've faced all year. He is incredible, and it's not just him. I know they're really good. How do you balance enjoying this, but yet locking in for tomorrow morning against, arguably the best team in the state?
Yeah, great question. I don't know. I've never done it before. I don't know. So, no.
It's not like you can call Todd Johnston, too. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he don't have a clue.
How does it feel, though, what's Todd Johnston's record in the Sweet 16?
What is it? 1-3.
1-3,
yeah.
1-2. Well, I guess, because he just lost twice.
Yeah.
Don't want to give him an extra loss.
Yeah, 1-2, that's right.
How many wins you got?
What is that, 2-0?
So, and how many times have you been and how many times do you go?
No matter what happens, I'm going to have a better record.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, I mean, what do you tell the kids? Or does it even matter for these guys?
Well, for a few of them, yeah, but, it's going to be very hard. We play very early. We're going to go get something to eat now, let them see their parents because we obviously they had to clean in here, so we couldn't go up and see them. We're going to let them see their parents because they need to enjoy this with them as well. Then we're going to go try to eat, and then we got to get off our feet. We got to go to sleep early, got to get off our feet. We're playing on the final day of Kentucky high school basketball, and we got to make sure that we're ready to go and making sure we're getting our rest and getting ready because it's going to be an early morning, but I think we'll be ready for it.
You'd rather have an early morning, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Coach, congrats. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll wrap it up after this.
It's peace of mind when life takes an unexpected turn. It's knowing someone's got your back, whether you're on the road or at home. It's the assurance that your family's future is protected, no matter what. It's the personalized service from someone who truly cares about your needs. It's the unmatched reliability of State Farm. Meet Carter Harrell, your State Farm agent in Litchfield. You're going to like how he's always there for you. Visit State Farm agent Carter Harrell today.
At Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield, Dr. Priyank Chauhan provides compassionate care for adults and seniors. Board certified in internal and geriatric medicine, he's dedicated to managing chronic conditions, preserving independence, and enhancing the quality of life. Proudly serving Grayson County because your health matters. Schedule today. Call Owensboro Health Family Medicine in Litchfield at 270-259-8888.
Quality paves the way. That's the motto of Scotty's Contracting in Stone. All of the crushed stone products from Scotty's Quarry in Litchfield are mined underground. Scotty's Contracting and Paving provides cleaner products made from pure limestone. If you agree that quality makes the difference, contact the team at Scotty's Contracting in Stone for crushed stone products for your project at 259-5696. That's 259-5696. Our quarry is located on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Come back here to Rupp Arena where Grayson County wins 58-50. Stephen, time to give out our hometown hangout MVP.
Wow. Again, you could probably pick all 6 guys that played major minutes, but Chase Bonnock coming in and hitting that three was just, man, I know we gave it to him, I think, maybe in the Davis County game too when he hit the three down there, but he was a difference maker when he came in
defensively.
And you heard Coach Johnston talking about him whenever Orem was catching. It kind of changed the way that he was able to make his moves, and he really was the MVP, I think, today for the Cougars. So just a phenomenal showing again by a senior leader on this team, Chase Bonnock.
And our Buck Meredith or Sheriff play the game. We're going to look and go back, and you'll see that be posted probably tonight, I guess, because we can't post it in the morning like we usually would because we're going to be getting ready for coming to Rupp Arena. Stephen, we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That'll wrap us up here tonight. Again, Grayson County will play at 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow against St. X. So if you can make it here, do it. If not, you can come and listen with us, same places as last time. So for Stephen Smith on a night where Grayson County picks up a win in the quarterfinals, the first time in program history, by a final score of 58-50. This is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.
The fifth quarter show on K105 has been brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Duda Hudson State Farm, Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center, Midway Pharmacy, Scotty's Contracting, and Stone Hometown Hangout, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, State Farm Agent Carter Harrell, Your Global Getaway, and by Grayson County Schools. Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105, is a presentation of Heritage Media of Kentucky, Incorporated. Any rebroadcast or reuse of the images or depictions of this programming without the expressed written permission of Heritage Media of Kentucky is prohibited.